and we are on the internet. Welcome back as always. This is DMBABT here with my Arkans crew. Let's get through introductions quickly so that we can see if we can even make it next week. So as always, we start with our fearless leader, John.
Hey, I am Aoth, a human warrior who found out he was probably heir to a throne, prince, or whatever, but because of that, the current heir went from dead, D-E-E dead, and we just fell into his guards, and looks like he's gonna get his wish.
With our dun-dun-dun, Kenny.
Yeah, it's Kenny playing Blitzkrieg, the Dry Queen Artificer. Yeah, currently surrounded by guards, and it's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Next up, we'll jump around to Pete.
Playing Ren Rital, the elf-looking, however not elf, cleric who just came back from the dead and doesn't want to die again. So calling out to his homie, Morty.
And next we'll go over to our other scene of people currently in a fight. Tom.
I am Tom. I am playing Greek, the Aarakocran Barbarian, and right now I'm doing my best Batman impersonation amongst the rafters, staying quiet in the shadows.
Batman.
Wouldn't it be Birdman?
Birdman.
I'll take the case.
All right, and lastly, Nick, wrap us up.
This is Temin playing the halfling rogue who is wholly over his head in this situation, wrapping up the summary of last session. We awoke in the rebel city, fast traveled back to Westray, devised a cunning and foolproof plan to complete all of our objectives within the next 20 minutes without a single body knowing we're there, and then completely screwed it up. We currently have 3 of our members fighting with some NPCs against the town guard. The other 2, because it's always such a great idea to split the party, are attempting the prisoner rescue. So there's at least one fire in the building. Reek is on the roof. I'm on the ground floor, surrounded by several what I'm going to describe as non-hostile guards, simply because I can't think of a better term at the moment. Yeah, everybody else is just slugging it out in some wheat fields, and we're just praying we're all going to come out of this.
And pray we shall. So that is not where we will start this session, as we will start back with our 2 friends attempting to do their job perfectly. As I remind everyone, our good halfling friend Temin had put on a belt of sorts, a sash, that was found previously on the corpse of a fallen Apodoran Empire assassin. As he had approached the guards, they had initially believed him to be there, though unsure why he was early. And as they walk in and show the prisoner that you've been looking for, Influx, within the metal barred cage, you see that she is handcuffed within, so she cannot reach to the edges of the cage. The bottom is a complete metal floor. There are 4 guards on either side. Temin, make a perception check.
Ooh. I'm sorry, I believe you should address me as my persona.
Temin's persona.
Take the case. Perception, 17.
17. And just to restart everything on a good foot, Reek, can I get a stealth check from you?
23.
23. Also a perception check from you, if you would.
9.
Okay. You're still quite high up in this building. You smell the smoke of the fire coming from the back faintly. You can't hear any of the conversations down below. Temin's persona, you hear one of the guards whisper to another one of the guards, I swear I thought they were all undead, them assassins. Why is this one living? The other one kind of just hits him and they go, shh. They kind of go back to holding their position. The guard
Do I hear this?
Yeah, you do. You hear that. The guard that was bringing you in goes, all right, well, here's the prisoner as we had discussed. What now?
Now, you find out where the shapeshifter is. and I imagine, and I look straight up, that he's somewhere where that fire just started.
Make
Get
a
up there.
deception check.
Yes. Deception 13.
13. Goes, I don't see no fire. I don't see a fire anywhere. I don't smell nothing neither. All right, I'll go look. And so he himself, everybody else staying there, kind of begins to like climb up one of the ladders and go up to the second floor. Kind of begins to like walk across where you see there's like an elevator type shaft. Kind of moves within.
Can we not see the fire from where we are?
No, it hasn't built up enough yet.
Oh.
You hadn't set it off that long ago. They also rolled really low on perception. So it kind of goes up. So you still have the four kind of there at the gate. They're all kind of like looking at you, but like not looking at you. Would you like something to drink or eat, sir?
No. I told you it was all time to take your break.
But we were told never to leave these until somebody was here to replace us.
And I gesture that I am here.
Make another deception check.
But I am.
Oh no. Oh wait, is that a good? Wait.
Oh no. 5.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, you're real important to know that, but I was told directly by one of the Reavers to stay here until Reaver was present. We were told there were some assassins coming, and your grace, I didn't realize you would be here so early, but I have to stay here.
Then, incompetent.
Reek, would you like to do anything as you see kind of the lift coming up, one of the guards kind of coming to investigate this supposed fire that's coming up here?
As a matter of positioning, is he going to be going towards the flammables? Well, that would be perception, deductive reasoning, but am I standing between the shaft and the flammable material?
You're currently, if the shaft was on the end of like a flight hangar towards the open doors, he would be at the door side of that. The fire would be at the aft side of the thing, and you would be off to the side on like the roof, just barely underneath, kind of watching over it. So you would be at like a triangle to it, but you could easily interpose yourself between the two if you wished. Hopefully that was a good description.
Somewhat. How's the lighting?
Very, very dim to dark. There is a center walkway that has like lit lanterns that he would be walking down, but where you are is essentially pitch black. Where the fire is starting, where all the materials are essentially pitch black.
I would like to stay to the shadows, as far away from his path as it could be. That would be close to me.
Okay, so you basically want him to get close to you, but you want to stay to the shadows.
No, I want to stay far away from him to
far away.
maintain my current stealth check, so then I could still possibly swoop away our friend.
Got it. Perfect. So yeah, seems like you should easily be able to avoid him. He's not looking for you in a sense. He was told to go find this fire. All right, so he kind of comes up. Meanwhile, back down by the cage, are you just essentially waiting for him to return, or what is your next play?
My next play is the this cage. Is this like a suspended like bird cage?
No, it is on the ground. It is flat metal on the bottom, like a metal square. Bars that go up, and then a flat metal top. There is a door on the front side of it that is locked, or appears to be locked. You haven't tried it. But again, she is sitting on like a chair, a wooden chair, and she is manacled like behind the chair in place in the center of the room so that she can't like move.
Distance to her from the bars?
Maybe like 5 feet. Like in a D&D board, if there were like 4 squares next to each other, she would be like the center point of the 4 squares. So it would be like 5 feet from every direction.
All right, I'm gonna go up and attempt an investigation while, like, kind of like a softball investigation.
Of what?
Of Lux. Is it Flux?
Influx.
Influx. Yes. I'm gonna. Who do you work for? Yeah.
Or are you trying to like interrogate them, or are you trying to like read them?
No, I'm trying to interrogate Influx as a cover to get close to the cage.
So she's kind of like this in her chair.
And can I get to the
You can get right up to the bars. You can kind of do whatever you need to.
Okay. I'm going to walk up to where the door is. Like, this is your last chance. Where are the rest of them? Kind of like,
I'm sorry, Sonny. The rest of who?
the other rebels that you were caught with. Some managed to escape.
I ain't never been with no rebels, sir. I just been by my own.
Is she a rogue? Did we learn she had rogue levels?
You do not know anything about her other than she does have stone shaping magic. You did ask that. But go ahead and make me an insight check.
10.
You can easily tell that she is playing way dumber than she is. Like,
Do I know that?
Like, when you give the wink, like, she is like, she's putting on a performance, and you
Okay.
can see it pretty easily. Like, it's not hidden to you, but it's kind of like, if you're not in on the joke, you might miss it, type of a thing.
Okay.
So she goes, no, I was just in the fields. Wrong place, wrong time. Completely innocent. I'm sure this will all be cleared up soon.
That's it. I'm gonna drop my bow, short sword, and dagger and be like, get this cage open. I want 5 minutes with her.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage.
Oh, yeah. 11. Why am I rolling like poop?
Here we go.
Again, we're told not to open the door for any. You're making this. I'm like, here, can I get your weapons, sir? And he like kind of like reaches down and like grabs your weapons and hands. He's like, you should just keep these on him. You'll be able to get to it in no time.
She can be a little worse for wear when she gets taken care of.
He like looks at the crossbow and he goes, "You can shoot her if you'd like."
No, I need answers.
I'm sure he'll be. At this point, you hear, "Oh shit! There is a fire! It's all right. I've got an extinguisher. Y'all just stay there." You Reek watch as he like rolls out this like hose from the wall, and you watch as he begins to spray this like white foam stuff on the fire, and it like almost instantly goes out.
What's the distance from me to him, and how precarious is the ledge that he's on?
There's like a mid-waist like guardrail, but he's standing right up next to it because he's like leaning over with the hose, and probably like 50, 60 feet from you.
This is literally a redo of the last time that we pushed the guard off a bridge.
Perfect.
Can I see where the extinguisher is being supplied from?
Yeah, it's like a wall like 30 feet behind him, so like 20 feet from you, but 30 feet behind him, it's like attached to this like pillar that is like a support structure of the building.
I would like to sneak up to that and cut the line.
Okay. Make another stealth check for me.
19.
And how are you going to cut this? Are you just going to like use a weapon or kind of
I'm going to take my pole arm, gently lay it on, and start sawing through.
Okay. Since you're going to be gently doing this, trying to do it quietly, go ahead and make an athletics check for me. But it won't be a true attack.
12.
12. It's taking you a little bit of time. You get about halfway through and you watch as this white foam begins to like come out near you, making like this noise, and he turns around and he goes, motherfucker, leak. And he sees you because he rolled just a little higher than you did. You rolled a 20. And he sees you and goes, Hey, I found the shapeshifter! And he's gonna go in for an attack. He doesn't have any weapons on him currently because he set them down to do this. He's just gonna go in and try and basically punch you. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's
It's
a
a weak.
23 to hit.
It does indeed hit.
This will just be 1 plus his strength, so it's 5 bludgeoning damage as he comes in and just like hits you in the wing, and then he's gonna take his second attack. Ooh, natural 1. He goes for the second one, and as he goes for that, he kind of slips a little bit on the foam, and he like falls to the ground a little bit, and you are kind of like right above him in this, after just being punched in the jaw. Meanwhile, downstairs, everyone goes, they found the shapeshifter. what do we do?
And I just give him like this sarcastic look of like, I don't want to repeat myself.
All right, so we just stay here then, right? Yeah, we just stay here. He'll take care of it. Reek, what would you like to do?
At this point, I push him off the ceiling. I push him off. I grapple and throw him off
so
the
go ahead and
balcony.
make a shove attack, which is for this, because he's on the ground, it is going to be disadvantage for him in his athletics check. However, because there is a rail down there, it is going to be a little harder to get him off.
Hey, you said midway. This is obvious OSHA violations.
Well,
It should be easier.
He slipped. He's on the ground. Like, he's flat on the ground, so like...
Okay. Alright, so I roll for an attack.
Yeah, no, you roll for athletics check, because this is going to be a shove attack.
23.
He rolled a natural 1.
Hey!
So you just shove him, like with all the foam around him, he's just a slip and slide, and you just shove him right out from underneath. And this is back where the connection was made, because he ran up to you. So it doesn't have all the grain around it, and you just hear it goes... Around you guys is maybe like 20-30 feet from you, you hear a body just hitting stone.
What is it?
I don't think it's gonna matter, but let me just check to see if he lives.
There's always a chance, right?
I was about to do something really silly. I was gonna be like, 1d100 is the same as 10d10, right? And then, yeah, that's not how statistics and numbers work. Plus their d6s. Alright, so it's 10, 21, 31, 39. Oh yeah, he's actually still totally fine.
What?
I mean, these guys are beefy.
Wait, but
They're them warriors.
is it multiplicative of his armor weight and stuff?
Well, his armor, cushion the fall a little bit.
Oh,
Plus
isn't
one's
it heavier?
impacts.
Shouldn't it go faster? I mean, gravity? What kind of...
I mean, he's real fucked up. Like, don't get me wrong. He's also very prone for a moment, but he's not dead. He's
like
just
a-
maybe dazed.
Is there like a spiky grate or something on the bottom there? Like,
At this point, I am gonna go ahead and have everybody roll initiative. You guys can still act how you want, but I want an order to this set of events now.
just these two, right?
Yeah, just these two.
Yeah.
We'll get to the Slaughterfest later. Let's try and have a happy moment here for a second.
It's an escape path. We're gonna escape.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, and Temin?
20.
All right, so you go first, Reek, you go second, and all of them go last. All right, Reek, you've shoved them off. Now what? That was loud. This thing is still sputtering behind you. It's like the hose is like kind of limply moving, kind of like a fire hose, but there's a hole in it, so most of it's coming out that way.
I am going to finish cutting that to maintain the fire.
Yeah, now that you're not caring about being quiet, you just slash through it. At this point, though, the fire's mostly out. It did not take long for the foam to quench that.
Very well. Now, I wait to see if they come after me.
Okay. All right. Temin, Persona.
I swear to God, if you guys don't get up there and attack that thing, find out what is going on, I will have you patrolling the bottom of this lake by the end of the day.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
Please roll.
17.
I wish I could show you that this guy rolled a natural 20 to not be intimidated. He's like, sir, I really understand what you're saying, but we were told to stay right here, and I'm gonna stay right here. Please don't kill me.
The rest of you, get up there.
I'll roll it for everybody else too. Nope, trash. trash. That one guy that's gonna stay though. By God. The other three go, oh yeah, of course. They like begin to start clambering up the stairs. It'll take them kind of one full turn to kind of move up in that direction. Are you doing anything else with any official actions, bonus actions, and such? Or do you want to wait for them to get a little farther?
I want to tell the one to keep a lookout at the front gate.
Make a persuasion check, and honestly, I'm only giving you a straight persuasion check at this point because this guy has held his fucking ground.
Right? Oh, this son of a bitch. 13.
It was a tie. I want to go again. I don't want this to end on a tie.
All right. 8.
All right. Yeah. Should I call for more help, more guards? Should I make sure we get more reinforcements here?
No. When they snuff him out of the tower, he'll have to run through the town. Best to leave everybody spread out.
We got people in the field, so shouldn't we get them closer?
If you want to run to the fields and get those guards, yes.
I don't know what to make you roll for that.
Sass.
Just make a straight charisma check.
Yeah. 18.
He goes, no, you're right. I gotta stay here, by the front entrance here. But I'll get the message passed along, sir. So yeah, sir. Of course, sir. So he moves like he's not that far away
That's
from you.
the best idea you've had all night.
He's like 20 feet away from you where the front entrance is, but he opens the door and he goes, hey, get the men out of the fields. We got a runner in here. They're trying to break them out. And then he shuts the door and stays on the inside.
Then I'm gonna wait for the other guards to go, and then
so it takes
pick the lock once I see an opening.
So kind of the next turn, Reek, you watch them. They start to go up the lift together. They probably make it to the top of the lift by the end of their turn. So they're all the way up. Temin, do you want to make that lockpick check?
I sure do. Ooh, boy, do I. That's a 26.
Ding. Easily comes off.
I'm gonna go inside. Go for the handcuffs.
We'll get to that next. Next round. Reek, they've arrived at the top.
And they are likewise, about 40 feet away from me? 30, 40?
At this point, they're probably like about 40 feet away. You can kind of have whatever distance you would like. Up anywhere from like you could be right on top of them to 100 feet away. It's up to you. That's how like long the building is.
I will take a position just outside of their attack distance. So if they're 40 feet, that should probably be fine.
Okay. So you're at 40 feet. Are you going to do anything with your turn or just wait there?
I am going to... I don't even have to hold an attack, but... yeah, I'm just going to post up here and ready myself with my pole arm, just preparing the gates of Thermopylae on all of them charging me.
Okay.
On a rail.
All right. Yeah, and it's a 5-foot rail. It's not like there's a lot of room here, left to right. All right.
Is the hose still like with all the foam coming out? Is it just like because it's cut? Is it just like everywhere?
There's just a lot of it leaking onto like one portion of the thing, but it's behind him. So as long as Reek doesn't retreat, then there will be no further foamage of this fight.
Okay.
But if he does, he has foam for backup. So Temin, it would be technically your turn after Reek's. So you want to go for that second lock?
I sure do. That one's only a 23.
Easy. Influx looks at you, and I'm gonna roll initiative for her now.
Does she look bad?
No, she looks completely fine at this point.
Oh, okay.
It seems like they were able to figure out what she could do to get away, and then just were able to prevent that, and that was essentially the end of it.
But when she's out of the cage, all bets are off.
Yeah, she looks at you and she goes, "What's the escape plan?"
Oh, she knew already.
No,
Get out of here.
He winked at her, like she just assumes that this is like the thing.
That there is a plan?
Yeah, I mean, what's the plan?
Get out of here, if you can. Sink this
Ourselves will be
bitch.
splitting and running.
You didn't let me finish my epic line I've been planning all week, Influx.
Shit, my bad. She sits back down.
Listen,
Get out of here, and if you can, sink this bitch.
She smiles a little bit and she goes, I really can't. And she like dives into the stone, and you watch as her Earth Ganassi form just kind of like molds into the stone, into like the dirtish floor beneath this kind of like open hangar building. And she just begins to go, and the guard goes, "Hey, she's escaping!" She is gonna come up and cast Inflict Wounds on him. Somebody want to roll for Influx? Who doesn't have a person to roll for? Reek, you roll for Influx.
I rolled a 17.
+5 is 22, which hits, and that does 3d10. So go ahead and roll 3d10.
who's rolling? Is it a?
I was assuming he was going to do it again.
24.
Oh, 24. So you watch as she just kind of comes out of the ground and like grabs this soldier's throat, and you watch as just necrotic energy begins to like fill his veins as this like dark brown kind of releases from her fingers. And she goes, I'd start to run. That's the end of her turn. It is now the guards' turns. So they are all going to charge at you single file, because that is all that they can do. The first one is going to pull out a mace, and he's going to take his well, you moved 40 feet, right? So he is going to run all the way up to you, so he's going to basically dash, not being able to get his attacks in.
But he will be within distance for me to attack him, since I'm Polearm Master.
Yes.
Sweet. So I will roll an attack. Oh boy, I wish I was at 20, but instead I got a 19 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Get him.
Damage.
For 8 damage.
Damage. You kind of just like hit him in his helmet as it kind of like goes up a little bit. I mean, you did 8 damage, but it doesn't look like 8 damage is all that much to these guys. These guys are pretty beefy. Like, about how much hit points do you have?
51.
You would say these guys are a little beefier than you. So the first one just gets right up to you. The second one comes by with a lance from behind, which is 10 foot of range. So he...
Would he be able to get around? Because that guy will have paused at 5 foot or 10 foot from me.
Oh, is that where you can stop him at 10 feet?
At my engagement range, which is 10 foot.
Oh, got it.
That was calculated.
Yeah, then he couldn't, the way D&D rules work. That's dumb. So he gets right up behind you. Can you throw the lance? No, he can't. So he will then slide underneath around his own ally, and instead of pulling the lance out, he will also pull the mace out, but he will use a dash action to get there. And then the third one will go ahead and just line up behind them all in a nice little row. That's them, but the one by the gate is going to try and attack Influx, who just broke out. So that is going to be a 21 to hit, which will definitely hit. That is 1d6 plus 5. For 7, and then he's going to hit again, which definitely hits for another 7. So you watch as he takes 2 hits, and immediately she starts bleeding from the mouth. This guy deserves a fucking promotion. But it is now top of the round. Reek. You've got these 3 guys in a line. One with the mace, another with the mace, and the lance at the back.
And I don't even have to disengage since I kept him 10 foot away, unless that one had the lance out. No? Okay.
The
So
one in the back does, but that one's still 15 feet away.
So I put my butt against the rail and drop off the rail, spreading my wings, gliding down to right next to, well, how far away
100
is...
feet. 100 feet down.
Okay, so I'll take my Ash action and I will also rage as bonus action and get down right next to our would-be escapee next to that guard.
Perfect.
Within striking distance. So I'll be, since this is theater of mind, I want to be within 5 foot of him.
Okay, sounds
So I
good.
can hit.
You actually only need 10 feet with your thing, because if it moves outside of 10 feet, it's leaving your range.
Oh, I was hoping that that guard could hit me to maintain my rage.
No, I'm saying you can still do that, but I'm saying for that range purposes, you can do 10. But yes, so you're at 5 now. All right, that is your turn, Temin.
As I run out,
Also, I definitely think I mixed your guys' initiatives.
Yeah,
at some
you did.
point, but
It's okay.
It's all good.
It's
you
all
guys
right.
both go before they do.
I won't take it personally. As I run out, am I passing the guard that Influx just attacked?
Yeah, are you guys running out the front? Because there are other guards stationed out front, if you remember. She just went for the guard because there was still a
that's
guard
right.
there.
No. In that case, I am going to... How far did the other guards make it up? They made it up to like the 7th
They're all the way
floor?
up to the 10th floor. Like, they're...
Oh, okay.
Like, Reek just brought them up and then just fucking ditched them.
Okay. I am going to run that way then. Basically towards the stairs or the ladder,
Okay.
however they got up. Do I pass the one guard that fell 10 stories?
No. It would be the
Okay.
opposite direction to the ladder. And with a
Okay.
full dash, you could get basically to the elevator door. Or the lift door, if that's where
Yeah.
you're headed.
How hurt does that-
Yes.
Look, the one that's fighting Influx.
He's definitely taken some wounds, but he's not bloodied yet.
Yeah. Do I see Reek?
Yeah, you watched Reek come down and land right next to her and him.
Okay. I'm gonna just stop and be like, I need a lift, and hold my arms up for quick extraction.
Okay. All right. Next up then is going to be Influx again. She is going to say, "Ow, that really hurt." And then she is going to grip down even tighter and cast Inflict Wounds again. If you wouldn't mind rolling for Influx.
12.
So that is a 17 total. That is going to miss. This time as she kind of reaches out, the guard kind of moves to the side, grabs her hand and goes, "You're not going anywhere. My job was to make sure that you stay here." And so he's gonna hold on. Does she have any bonus actions? She does, actually.
That guy is full on, like, a good soldier follows orders.
For real. She is going to cast Blade Ward on herself as a bonus action, which is part of her Ganassi feature. So she now has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapons attacks for the rest of this round. Done. All right, that brings us to Temin, because Temin's the top of the order, and we fixed.
Oh, we're fixing it. Okay, then I'm just gonna run up to that guard and shank.
Oh, to which guard?
The one grabbing
The one that you guys
Influx.
are all. Okay.
Yeah,
Shank.
yeah.
Oh, wait.
Well, shank.
Hold on. Do you want to switch the order of this so that you could basically have shank to last turn and then wait for your ride this turn, since I switched the order on you?
No, that's fine. I'll take shanks.
Shank it is.
Advantage.
You cannot get it. He has his back to the wall. He has people in front of him. He's got his back to the wall. You will not get advantage. Well, actually, you will get advantage because currently he thinks you're a friend. So go ahead and roll with advantage.
That's quite a lot. 26.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So this is gonna be a lot of fun dice,
I'm gonna have to name this guy.
right? Although I wouldn't get too attached to him.
Yeah, you know what happens when you name something, right? You get attached.
He's gonna live. That's my goal for this fight.
Promoted.
22.
Gonna be a captain of the guard next time.
Okay, he is definitely bloodied at this point.
Now for the dagger, 16. So So no.
16 misses.
Okay.
So you watch as you kind of stab him. He goes, "I thought you were working with us." And then you go again, and he like headbutts your dagger down to the ground. He's like, "No, fuck this." Reek, your turn.
So the free speak part, I tell Influx, do whatever you can to escape. You're the priority, and then I will attack him recklessly.
Okay. And are you raging? I forget.
I am.
Okay.
So that is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Then so that's 12 damage.
Okay.
And second one is 19 to hit.
Hits.
And that is 13 damage.
He's looking pretty rough.
And then I am going to invoke the attack of opportunity, grab Temin, and start to fly up.
Okay.
Which will be about. I'll be lifting him. You tell me what to roll for that for me lifting him and taking him up.
He is essentially a non-factor to you when it comes to weight and flying. If it's just him and not him and another, you can essentially move as normal since he is a halfling. So you can move your full distance.
Yeah, without the dash, so that'll be. I'll take that straight up 450.
All right, wonderful.
Is the guard doing an attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
He's
you
gonna
can
go
react.
ahead and attack the bird.
Oh.
That,
Can I goad him?
No.
Alright.
He took it personally, all that damage he just took. He is going to attack you with a 25 to hit
Oh, he effectively hit me.
for 7 bludgeoning damage. As he clips your foot as you fly away.
And I say, that what you got? Wussy. It's time to use your purse. So that's 5 damage or 4 damage, rounding up. Since I'm raging.
Yes. Round down, it's 3 damage.
Okay.
So that should be a successful distraction, I would say.
All right. So, yes, you are up in the air going. Influx is down with this guy. She goes, all right, it's time to leave. And she is going to go ahead and cast Burning Hands this time. And you watch as she kind of aims it towards the wooden door behind her and behind him. And she's going to do 3d6 damage. Go ahead and roll that for me. And they have to make a dex save. Which, because this guy is just a badass, he rolls a natural 15 to save. So it's going to be half damage.
So halved, that's 5. I rolled a 10.
He lives. He just completely covered in burns. You watch as the door kind of begins to catch. And then after she casts that, she is going to go ahead and run towards the west wall, so not near a doorway. And you watch as she gets near the wall, she kind of melts into the floor. And you don't know where she went. That would bring us to our soldiers, and the ones that are up top aren't doing anything. The one that's still there, you guys are now up into the air. There's fire now behind him on the doors. Is this how I want this guy to go? He's gonna go ahead. So you watch as he's bleeding just everywhere, and you watch as he kind of gets up and he goes, help, help. And he's gonna run and he's gonna try and burst through the flaming doors to try and get to the guards outside. He rolls a natural 2 for a 6 total. He hits and he's gonna take 1d6 fire damage. And you watch as his body scolds a little bit and he just collapses next to the door.
Aww.
It's like Anakin Skywalker moment, man. You never know, right?
I kind of found myself pulling for this guy.
Go rescue him.
All right. We are still technically in initiative here, because you guys are still in a building that is now beginning to burn. But we'll just jump ahead. Temin, are you doing anything other than holding on?
Nah, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just holding on.
Okay. And Reek.
I fly us to the most opportune escape route through the.
Actually, can I take that back? Can I see if there's a better route than another, like a slightly bigger window?
Sure. Make a survival check or perception check, whichever you wish.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that's a natural 20. 25.
The route you guys came in is wide open from smoke at this point. There's no smoke, there's no foam, there's no guards in your way. You're 50 feet up already. You can easily get out and into the night with the speed that you have with the dash.
I just say climb.
I climb. Well, not literally, of course. Just Air Force speaking. Climb. I go through the opening.
Perfect. And we are done with this scene.
Nice.
And now we go to our other scene.
No.
Lie, you fools.
I would, if I were a player of this game, I would go to our play map because we're gonna need it. And let me make sure all of the beautiful people at home can see it as well. There we are. All right, so let's give the viewers a quick reminder here of what is going on. We have Ma Greernaz over here, very, very, very wounded, with a guard right over her. We have Aoth, Blitzkrieg, Iliad, and one of their guns. All surrounded by about 5 guards here, and then we have Rinratal, who is making a run for it, yelling for a moorbounder. I was not able to keep the piece of paper that kept your initiative, so I will allow you to convince me if you remembered it, or we can re-roll.
I definitely do not remember.
That sounds like a re-roll to me.
6. Yeah, looks like a reroll, guys.
All right, so can I get Blitzkrieg, Temin for Ma? Can I get Kenny also for Iliad?
Yeah.
And can I get Aoth to roll and Rin to roll? And I will roll for the good guys. I mean the bad guys. I mean technically they're the good guys, but
the other guards did call them like, "We need help," right? I mean,
they did at some point. You're not sure exactly when that point is.
Oh no. Okay.
But they did do that at some point, and it may be the saving grace for this party.
Well, I hope the voice travels with a lot of distress in their.
This is rolling their initiative again.
Yes. So can I get 25 to 20? That's a good sign. 20 to 15?
I got a 20. Can you hear me?
I can. 20.
Sorry. Yeah, I got a 20.
17 for Rin.
17 for Rin. 15 to 10.
14 for Blitzkrieg.
10 to 5.
8 for Ma, so whatever her.
That's plus 3, so it would be an 11.
And then a nat 1 for Iliad.
Which I think is a nat 1. Because I don't think she has any boost to that ability.
Is what it is.
It is what it is. And it is that.
Yeah.
Alright, well, is that everybody? Ma, Iliad, Blitzkrieg, yeah? Alright, top of the round, Aoth. Remind us how you're doing. How is Aoth looking at this moment as we check in on this fight?
He's a little shook, but not bloodied.
Okay. You got 3 guards on you right now.
Yeah, and he had shaken one off and kind of ran away, but they came back and caught up to him, and I'm pretty sure one of them is grabbing him right now.
Correct. The one circled in green, I believe.
Mm-hmm. He's the one with the hunter's mark.
Correct.
So I'm going to try and beat him off.
Okay. He is
with
also
my sword
at about half health right now.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I'll
Cough,
do.
cough. Remember, you have sanctuary,
That is true. You do also have sanctuary, so they have.
and we're told not to attack.
Oh, okay. So I'll lose sanctuary if I attack, but can I disengage
Yes.
without provoking an attack of
Well,
opportunity?
you would have to break the grapple first.
Well, yeah, you grapple. By that one
Okay.
there.
So I will do that. I'll try to break the grapple and then
Okay.
run.
Make an athletics check for me, or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
I did athletics already, but 8.
You can do whichever one's higher.
Oh, okay. It would have been athletics, so 8.
So still in it. Well, I said athletics because I was pretty sure that's what was your highest.
Yeah.
That is against a 22. You are going nowhere.
Okay.
So that is your action to try to break the grapple.
Can I try it again with my bonus action?
It is not something that you will be able to do with your bonus action.
Okay.
But I believe you still have your fighter feature of action surge.
Yeah.
So if you wish to use that, you could do it. You could attempt it again.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another athletic check.
Alright, that one's better. It's a 25.
They rolled a 21, but that is not good enough, and you are able to rip your hand out. So at this point, you still have your bonus action and movement.
Okay, so can I use my bonus movement or my bonus action to dash?
You cannot use your bonus action to dash as a fighter.
Okay,
can
so
you
all I
use
can
it
do
to
is move away
disengage.
30 feet.
So you can just move. So what direction are you moving? And you will provoke attacks of opportunity.
I'm moving due west. 2, 3, 4, 6.
Remember, south is the way we came in, though, right? Where I'm at?
Yeah, but that's right past those 2 guards.
Well, if you're gonna basically like leave range, they're still all gonna hit you anyway.
Correct.
Yep.
So you can go whatever
okay.
direction you want.
Yeah.
Well,
you just
kind
have
of.
to
Alright.
You
choose
can't
them.
go through, like, technically you couldn't go through the 2 of them because they're blocking this area, but you could go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and avoid this one.
Yep. I'll do that. Go back here.
All right, so those attacks of opportunity here real quick. They all have their maces out. Their baton sticks. Oh, well, that one hit the floor. But one of those is an 18. One is a 24. And the other is 26.
What kind of dice are you rolling over there?
Wait,
Yeah, I'll
for their
figure it.
wisdom checks?
Oh, no, you're correct. They do all have to make wisdom checks. I forgot about that. Those are all their wisdom checks. They passed all of them, I assume.
It's kind of all right. I'd say
You're right.
let's
You know,
make
let's
them
just, let's just reroll it. Let's just go one at a time. You're right. Let's make a show of it. First wisdom check is an 11.
fails.
Sweet. There's one that we don't kill you with. Second wisdom check is a 13.
Fails.
Sweet. Second one we don't kill you with. Last one is a 17.
Barely makes it.
But the attack is an 11.
Miss.
So there you go.
Don't you have? Didn't I give you? I'm pretty sure I gave you Shield of Faith too, right?
I think you did. Do you have
Yep.
this?
But it still missed, so it doesn't matter.
I know. I'm just wanting to make sure that you're adding your +2 bonus to your AC. Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
the differences in those dice that I rolled were astronomical. All right, so that would then bring us next to Rin.
All right. And Maz, the one in the green up there, right?
No, Ma's the one in the black, way up there.
Oh, she's so fucking far.
Around that building too, I think. Right?
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I roll a free perception check?
Sure. What do you want to look for?
Anything else coming out of any buildings or anything? Make sure we're not attacked.
Yeah, sure.
Blindsided rather.
I don't think you have to
16.
worry about being blindsided. You're getting frontally assaulted. No, I mean, best you can see, if there is anybody in the buildings around you, they are staying inside and letting the guards do what they do.
Okay. And do I hear or see Morty coming?
Not yet.
Okay.
I did write down how many turns that was.
Did you lose that sheet too?
Nope. That one I actually have. Along with all the health of the people. I kept that one. I just don't know where the initiatives went.
Okay. Cool.
Alright.
I'm gonna continue in his direction then. Actually, shit. No, I swore the oath thing, right?
Do what you're doing.
I'm just trying to see real quick if I can get within 60 feet of her with movement. Is it possible?
From where you are, you don't even really have line of sight on her.
Yeah, I know. Alright. Aoth is looking fine. Blitz looking okay?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
Is Ilya hurt? I don't think so.
Iliad's untouched.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Then we are continuing down. One, two.
Blitzkrieg, you are up next.
And I am yelling for Aoth to follow.
65 away from me, huh? 30 feet range, huh? No second level stealth bot, eh? Okay. Well, if they die, they die. Alright, so, is this field where I am right now? Is it like flammable? Does it look like it's like a?
It looks like the dormant wheat.
The dormant wheat. The one that's like fire resistant and all that stuff, right?
That you've been told is fire resistant, yes.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, I remember what I was doing. Okay, I want to have my little hexapod to do a targeted attack, like a body part attack on the one next to Ma, and then I'm probably gonna shoot.
What is the range on that?
It's like 120.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the cannon.
Yeah, let's just start with that then.
Okay, let me see. What do I want to hit? I'm just going to try and go for one of the legs and see if I can hobble him a little bit.
Okay, try and like slow him down.
Yeah, or knock him down or something. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Go ahead.
So
AC will be up a little bit higher because it's a called shot.
Okay. Alright, the cannon turret's gonna turn around and then aim and fire. 19.
19 would have normally hit.
Damn,
Because
okay.
you were specifically aiming, you watch as it just narrowly misses the leg as it kind of explodes on the vegetable garden next to the guy standing over Ma.
It's like, damn it. Okay, then that's all I could do for that guy, and I'll use my action to cast Thunder Wave actually around me. Let's see if I could do this. So it's 15 feet from me, any direction, I think, right? Actually, no, yeah, within a cone. 15 feet square, I think, right?
Oh, so you can choose a 15-foot square to affect? Is that what that means by that?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna basically from where
a 3
I am.
by 3 square that you can affect.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna push. I'm gonna do a thunder wave toward my west side to get that guard over there, to see if I can knock him away from us.
Okay, so basically you're focusing on the bottom, the one below you and the one to the west of you.
Just the one to the west, because I don't think I could hit the one to the bottom of me.
Yeah, that one's 10 feet away from you.
10 feet away from me.
So if you do your 15-foot square like
Oh yeah.
this, then you can get those two. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. In that case, I'll do that, and then I just charge up and then.
All right. What is the saves for this?
Okay. The save for this one is a 15 con save, or else we get knocked back or knocked back 10 feet.
Wow. That is a 18 plus 2 for a dirty 20 and a natural 20.
Okay. Well, that's all I could do. I will start walking away then. I'll like, over here. Look at me. To the one to the west of me, and I'm just gonna step over here. And kind of like just back up from him and see if he does any did I taunt him to attack me?
Okay, do you want to go there or do you want to go to the one below? That's not.
It doesn't matter.
melee, 'cause
I
they're both
already
melee.
I already seen them already attack, so I was like, okay, they already like.
Yeah, and he does take his attack of opportunity against you. That will be a 17 to hit.
That is a miss, and I block you with my shield. Nice try.
They're getting away. Anything else in your turn?
Yeah, this is like, I was like, Iliad, get out of here. Start moving south, around the guard. And then I'll do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'll be over here. And that is the end of my turn.
And you went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much it. Oh shit, should I? You know what? No, fuck it. I'm gonna run past that guard north of me too. With the same thing, like, basically like shield out, like, walking past him, like, come on.
Okay, so then do you want to go...
So I will go, yes, I will go past him in melee range. So it's gonna be like this, like that. Okay?
Okay, so that'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You still have 5 more feet of movement then. Do you wish to take it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. All right, and that one will also attack. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 will hit me.
All right, that is going to be 10 bludgeoning damage as he catches you with the mace as you kind of run by him.
Okay, that breaks my temporary like shield around me, so I have down a little bit, but I got scraped.
All right.
Still good. Cool. Now they're all basically,
All right.
distracted.
That brings us to Ma's turn. Oh,
You probably heard
boy.
me. Like, get out.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, Ma's turn.
What does Ma look like right now? Health point?
Real rush. Real rough. 1/4 health. 6 out of 24.
Are you? Oh. Alright, well, I can't chance that then. Tell me if I can, because I can't see your character sheets.
You don't make decisions for this character. You just roll the dice. You're just responsible for their fate. But as it is, they're going to cast Cure Wounds on themselves. This is the first thing they're going to do. So can you roll a d8 for me, please?
I got a 9. Just kidding. It's a 3.
D8 and get a 9. That's a good one.
That's a 3.
3. Okay, so 3 plus 3, still 6. Still doubled her health.
Double.
Okay, and then she is going to run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
She's a rogue, right?
She is not a high enough rogue to do that. They will take an attack of opportunity. That is going to be a 17 to hit, which misses as the chains kind of flying up from the back kind of wrap up in the guy trying to hit with the mace and is unable to do it. And she just kind of keeps running. All right.
She has high HP, damn.
Next up is the guards.
Oh no, they went first? Oh yeah, because... Oh, damn it.
So... this one's gonna chase down Ma and attack both of their attacks again.
Wait,
Yes.
does she get to bonus action hide?
She does not. Not she's only a single level rogue. Both of those hit because they're like 25 and 26. That is 8 damage and 11 damage. So she is down. So 8 did not bring her down, 11 did. Can you roll a d20 for her injury check, please? Just gotta be a 10.
Can. Yeah, 18.
Okay, she's not injured, but she is unconscious as he clubs her in the back of the head and kind of knocks her out. All right, next up for the guards, is they're gonna be like, get to the main target. So it goes 5, 10, 15. This one's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. Iliad will get an attack of opportunity though. So go ahead and roll an attack. Ooh, she doesn't have a melee weapon. Well, she can punch him.
She will actually not do that. She will not use her reaction. She's just gonna stay the way it is.
How smart. All right. The next one is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As they all surround the president. They are going to be like, hey, 2 of you hold him. Let's try to knock him out. So here come all the wisdom checks. So first wisdom check is 20.
20 passes. It's
Natural
16.
20. 12.
Fails.
Oh, and then 2 are doing grapples, but they still have to make the wisdom checks for that, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that is a 6.
Fail.
And another 6. So just the 2 attacks hit. The ones who try to grapple you do not. However, if I was doing this in the right order, because I was going to have those 2 at the top grapple you and the ones below you attack, it would not have advantage and then would have advantage. So the first one without advantage is a 17 to hit. Keep in mind you have +2 to your AC.
Yep.
Aoth?
Yeah.
Does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. The one with advantage is a 19 to hit. Remember, you have the +2 AC.
That's a tie, so
it
no.
would hit then.
Right.
Ties go to the offense.
So you have 17 overall.
All right, so that would then be 10 bludgeoning damage as they kind of, one of them just is able to clock you kind of right into your armor. All right, that is all of the guards' turns, however. Because, wait, I forget, with Sanctuary, do they just have to redirect their attack if they can?
They don't have to. They can lose it, or they can choose to redirect
Well, the
it.
one that is in range of Blitzkrieg is going to redirect their attack to him.
Okay.
Which is a natural 2 for a 10 to hit.
Cool.
Sweet.
He doesn't even hit my shield. He just like swings and misses.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It doesn't even matter. That wouldn't have been allowed. That was one of the ones that was able to attack. The ones that weren't able to attack are all the ones that aren't in range of you.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. It is Iliad's turn. Iliad is gonna go. All right, so we're getting out of here. So she goes 5. Oh, excuse me. She's right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then she is going to use Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space. Cool. So she's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then use another 5 feet of movement. And then she is going to... That's a bonus action, right? I'm pretty sure? Yep. Then she's going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Iliad's like, what's up, Ren?
She got movement.
That is her turn. But we're back to the top of the round. Aoth, you got some homies around you.
And I'm grappled again, yeah?
You are not.
Oh. Oh, shit. Which one of these was in the green circle?
That would be this guy.
What's the green circle again?
Hunter's mark.
My hunter's mark.
Oh,
It's really hard.
But
to
I
show
can't
you
attack
the green.
anyway. Yeah. I can't attack anyway with the sanctuary. I guess I'm gonna
But you could
make a
disengage
run
this
for it.
time if you did not.
I
wish.
cannot.
You can disengage this time if you want, because you're not grappled.
you could always get the fuck
Yeah.
out of there.
Or you can dash, and then they can't attack you if they have to dash too.
I thought I couldn't dash.
You
Because
can't
I'm a warrior.
both disengage and dash. But if you're not worried about being hit because of your sanctuary, then you could just move and dash and take the hits.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
Move and dash, take the hits.
All right, let me get those 5 opportunity attacks out of the way. So, wisdom checks first. 9.
Failure.
18.
Passes.
20.
Passes.
22.
Passes.
6.
Fails.
I think that was already 5. Yeah, that was already 5. Alright, so 3 then. So again, if I'm doing the same order as before, it was the first one, the third one, and the fourth one. So has advantage, doesn't have advantage, has... Well, actually, hold on. When you would leave their square, I don't think any of them have advantage. So just 3 regular attacks. First one is an 18 to hit.
Miss.
Less, and much less with a natural 1.
Cool.
Alright.
So they have to basically get through 2 rolls to be able to hit you, and you have increased AC, and they have to like pass up.
Are you on a roof right now?
I'm trying to get my little guy there, but
There you
he
go.
won't.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, straight down is that way. If you dash, you have 30 more feet. Where would you like to go?
I was trying to get him 10 feet north of
Iliad.
that chick. Iliad?
Iliad. Alright. Perfect.
Yeah, right there.
Next up then is Rin.
All right, and so did you dash at all?
Yeah, he moved and dashed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so you're 60. Okay. And who's right behind me is Iliad. Is she hurt?
Iliad is undamaged.
And Aoth, are you hurt at this point? Is Aoth hurt at this point? Hello.
Sorry, I'm muted. No, I'm not. I'm not hurt too bad.
Okay. All right, then. Ren turns, looks at the closest one to Blitz right there.
Okay.
The one right above Blitz. And he's going to turn and go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt at first level.
Alright, roll to hit.
That's a 16.
16 misses. You watch as your attack kind of goes forward, but the guard kind of puts up kind of an armored plate pauldron and it kind of just deflects off.
Okay, well, that's lovely. In that case, we are just continuing to move south and look for I'm basically off the map at that point, though.
Well, you used your action to cast that, right?
Yeah,
So you're not quite off the map yet.
30. Well, I was down here, right?
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would only put you like to the scarecrow.
Am I not seeing the whole map
No,
then?
you can scroll down farther.
I can't see it for some
You
reason.
can go to there.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Anyways. Alright, in your
Wow.
Yeah, and then I would like to do a perception check looking out for signs of Morty.
yeah, go ahead.
18.
You more so hear at this point the sound of Morty in the distance. They're still a bit away, but they are coming to you quickly.
Cool.
All right. Next up is Blitzkrieg.
Man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man. So, Ma looks like she's death's door, huh?
She's unconscious.
Conscious. I'm the only one with line of sight to her, right?
Correct.
Alright. I'm gonna move my little hexapod over here, 5, 10, 15. He's gonna crawl over here. And then I'm gonna do a don't be mad at me, guys. I want to do a mercy killing. So I want to basically, because I know like people can't see what I'm doing, because it's better like that she dies without giving knowledge than basically having like another someone to like
situation.
Exactly. To kind of like track us, because my team is more important than her. So I'm to, if no one's looking at me, I'm going to use my Eldritch Cannon to basically fire a shot at her. She's prone,
So
because
disadvantage.
but it's flat because she's also not. She's also like.
Any prone counteracts that. So even if they're dead prone, it's still a disadvantage for ranged attacks.
I'll try to do that then. The shot misses. It's a 9. So.
You attempted to do a good deed.
Yeah.
That is your bonus action.
That's the bonus action, and after that, and then for me, I'm going to use my action to dash. So I will basically try and get out of there and take a hit.
No, you don't need to. They've all used their reactions on.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. Okay.
Mayoff.
Perfect. We have to go, and then I'll go right next to Ilya over there.
All
Like I
right.
said, my turn.
At the end of your turn, it's Ma's turn. I rolled.
You rolled.
At this point, you all hear. The prisoner's escaping! Everyone back to the aisle! Everyone back to the aisle! The guards look at each other. They go, "All right, grab her, and then just let the rest go." And they begin to move back towards the bridges, kicking your machine on the way by.
Did they do damage to it? They probably do, huh?
Only one of them kicks it.
You have 11 hit points, so you have to do 11 damage.
So
and then
it's a 26 to hit,
that's a hit. Yeah.
but only 7 damage.
Yeah, let's go beep boop beep boop. But it's still kicking there.
Yeah, but the
It
rest
has a little
move
life in
away.
it.
One picks up Ma and begins to leave. All right. I would like one roll before we go back to. We're gonna go to break after we've now kind of wrapped up a little bit of this. But before we go, I want one roll from Temin and Reek. Perception. If you don't have dark vision, it's a disadvantage.
What was that last part?
If you do not have dark vision, it is at disadvantage.
14.
And what is this? Perception?
Perception.
Ah, it's a 22.
Temin, as you are flying off on Reek, you see the end of this scuffle. You see your companions running. You can also see the guards walking back towards the bridge with one Ma Grirnaz in one of their arms.
And I do want to point out that as we left this tower, we would have passed the other 3 guards, right?
The ones that were on the outside of the building.
Yeah.
I envisioned you guys leaving kind of out the
Oh,
back,
no.
because you guys went out the side of the building, out the top, but I imagined you didn't fly like directly over the guards that were there. That you would
Right,
have
the
gone
ones
around them.
Right, gone around them, but they would have still seen us.
Not necessarily if you would have gone out the back of the building.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. All right, never mind. So I'm going to see that. Do I see any sign of a particular Earth Ganassi?
With the 23 you do. You watch as a section of bridge, you watch there's like a small scuffle going on as one of the guards begins to fall off the edge, but it's far to the back of the city, and it looks like she probably escaped.
So she has no idea that they have Ma.
Correct.
And the ones that have Ma are all together. Like there's a whole band of them.
There's like 6 of them at this point walking towards the bridge, getting ready to walk across the bridge towards the aisle.
She's unconscious.
Hard to tell from this far up. It looks like it.
Okay. I'm gonna lean into Reek and say Ma's that way. Or not Ma. Influx is that way. We should connect with her.
Okay, so I hear nothing about Ma.
Nope.
Okay. Alright. I go the direction he pointed.
All right. Well, we will take a little bit of an earlier break this time then. So we'll be back in, let's say, 10 minutes, 7:44 Western time. And we will pick up with our separate group escapes. Let's see where the story goes next.
Drama, guys. It has to be like this, man.
And now they can hear me. Welcome back, all of the peoples, or people in this case. I want to just keep going with the story because I'm so glad that we still get to have it for at least another week, hopefully. I would like first to set the scene for Reek, Temin, and one Influx. As she begins to kind of flee eastwardly towards the sands of the desert, she goes for about maybe half an hour before she feels like she's out safe enough to begin to slow down. How do you guys kind of approach her at this point?
I do believe this is completely up to me, Temin.
Yeah.
So, just quietly coming up behind her, then dropping Temin from 15 feet. Just to try and spook her.
Make a dex save, Temin.
It's not terrible. Dex save 18.
18. You land fairly nimbly near her. She goes, "Oh, jeez. He startled me."
I land right behind her, grab her shoulders,
Oh,
ask how she's doing.
goodness, there's two of you. That's right. You were there fighting right alongside. I'm sorry. I'm just a bit winded. Where my manners. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Influx, and I have no idea who you are. Well, that's not entirely true. I know of you, but we've never been introduced.
We haven't been. I'm Temin.
I am Reek.
Wonderful. And how do I get to thank you for rescuing me?
Well, that's gonna
Call
be
it
the,
even.
yeah, it's gonna be the tricky one. So we actually went to after we left Westray, we went to God. Do I really not have the city? Carstino.
We don't say that out here. Blacklands.
The
Blacklands.
We went to the city in the Blacklands.
Yes. I understand more. So after my troop rescued you all, you were able to find sanctuary there.
Right. Joined up with the cause, heave-ho and all that. Came here, rescued you with the rest of our party, plus Ma, plus Iliad.
Are we meeting up with them?
Yeah, well, kind of. Here's the rub, though. I guess whatever went on with them, Ma got captured.
That is unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. What was your mission?
Rescue you.
And that is what we do first. Any future attempts, we will have to decide how best to save Ma, but it is not. If it was worth sending you all to save me, then that was a risk that was already calculated.
Right. What you may not know is some Dragon Rider lieutenant person is supposed to be here, well, sometime, I guess it's today, if we're past midnight, to pick you up.
Yes, I had heard as much.
There was some note also about some assassins showing up.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah,
I did once you started to talk to them, but I don't know.
Yeah, you knew about that. Okay, yeah. So we're on the same page there, because that was the first time we heard about it too.
Yes, I hadn't heard anything about it. Sounds like it would have been a dangerous trek.
Yeah. How much do you know about our traveling companions if we're not doing names?
Names are fine. Just don't. The city is what we keep quiet.
Okay.
Well, which ones?
The normal-looking one.
The human
Aoth, the human, yeah.
We believe he was. From research we did, that he was Prince, and I assume, based on the reaction I got from rescuing you all, that I was correct. Is that so?
Yeah, you're dead on the money.
Yes, I knew it. All right, and he is, I assume, safe in the Blacklands as well. Yes.
No, he's not. He's coming.
Wait, huh?
Oh, he came with us to rescue you.
Why on earth would they send such an important asset to rescue me?
Well, there's this, and then there's also, I don't know, I guess it's field experience or something. There's also this wagon coming at some point from one of the directions that would have a lot of useful information, potentially. I don't know.
Was that their mission?
No, that was a plan B. Like, we show up and the whole town is just bristling with, well, more guards than we saw. We abandon that/you and go after the documents, but now we have you. Yay! We could probably go after those documents.
I wonder if those are where the assassins are coming from.
What?
Because I'm assuming if their documents is important as that they would be guarded by something. So you
assassins.
You seem dumbfounded.
Yeah, sorry. I thought the assassins were coming to like kill you, and the bringing you on the dragon thing was a whole show. But the assassins act as guards for really important stuff.
For the Apodor Empire, the group of Apodorian assassins is simply a name for all of the undead that the king controls. They're almost exclusively all undead. I'm just surprised where they were fooled by a belt. Don't get me wrong, I well done with your performance.
That was truly my finest hour.
But
or 36 seconds.
If this is the case, then most likely the assassins are guarding these documents, and I don't know if they plan to meet up with the Reaver and take the documents at that point, but without knowing... I'm not the leader of this operation. We should reconvene with your group.
Yeah, we should. Did we see the group as they left the fields?
You do. It would not be hard to kind of shift and meet up with them.
Okay.
She goes, lead the way. And as you guys kind of begin to head, quietly towards where the other group was, let's jump to the other group. Aoth, Rin, Blitzkrieg, Iliad, and Morty.
Okay.
Are we just running due south?
You have already kind of ran far enough that you feel safe, and you guys are kind of taking a moment of rest.
Well, hang on. How soon would Morty have got there? Because Rin was planning on grabbing Morty, doubling back from Ma if he could with Morty.
You would not have had time to do that without them basically being on the bridge already.
So they're on the bridge. How close can I get to the bridge? By the time
it would take you 2 or 3 turns to get to the bridge, and there are at least 10 soldiers there. Because there's 6 that were leaving, and then the 2 at the front of the bridge and the 2 at the aft of the bridge.
Can I get within 30 feet, cast spare the dying, and run away?
You can certainly try. You would know that at this point, 4 rounds would have already passed. So it's up to
by the time I were able to do it?
By the time you even got to Morty.
Oh, so she's what? Okay.
Because the total number of rounds that I wrote down was 7 for how far away Morty was. And we left combat with it at 5.
Okay, so by the time I got back, it would be more than 6 rounds, which means she would either pass or fail. By that point, it wouldn't matter. Oh,
during our
Okay.
little run and walk, Blitzkrieg will probably ask the team like, "So, how much does Ma know about like a way back to no, I forgot the town's name to the rebel camp?
The Casino?
Yeah, Casino,
Elliot goes, shh. Call it the Blacklands.
the Blacklands. How much does she know?"
As you can see, when we were attacked by the undead sorceress thing, we have no idea how to get in and out of the desert. We've been relying on you for that. Sadly, she doesn't have much that she can give up. I mean,
Well, she was brave. It's unfortunate.
it certainly was. I
Let's
liked
go.
her.
He doesn't say anything, but yeah.
Maybe we can rescue her like we did Influx after we finish what we're doing here.
How do they know we rescued Influx? How do they know it was successful? They wouldn't at this point, right?
Hopefully,
Surrender.
we were successful at. Oh, look, there she is.
I see her too.
I'm so glad we were successful. See that, Rin? That's what you get for being negative, you fucking asshole.
I'm not negative. That's so scary,
Found
dude.
her. She wraps her in a hug.
Yeah, you tell him, Iliad.
And Blitz goes, I've not met most of you, Iliad. It's nice to see you. I am Influx, Ganassi of the Earth Realm. I work closely with those of the Blacklands, and am thankful for you to have rescued me.
Sure. Now can we get going before they track us?
Yes, you are. Who is leader among you?
I turn to Aya.
She kind of looks at Aoth.
Yep. We all look at Aya.
Ren pipes in. I mean, he looks at the time. What time is it at this point?
It's dark, but it's not quite light yet, because you don't have like a clock. You would say probably
Okay.
like 3-4 a.m. So before dawn.
Okay, so it's before dawn. It's early morning. Okay. Rin kind of turns to Aoth and goes, so are we just gonna abandon the documents, or? I mean, I don't think they're guarded. I think we can still grab them.
Influx kind of looks over at Temin and goes, I believe there may be Apodorian assassin guards with that. It's just a hunch, but what we learned from the guards on the inside is that they were headed this way.
And at this point, I pipe in. At the point of getting our primary objective, why would we risk anything?
I think we've already lost enough.
Didn't we kill the assassin at one point?
One assassin. There's apparently lots of them that are just used as security and whatnot. Assassin is just the nickname. They're not blades in the night that specific. Although I'm sure they are fully capable, but apparently they are just on guard duty for these documents.
Quick question, DM. Would Rin know that if these guards are undead or not?
You would know that the one that you guys fought last time was undead.
Okay. Well, if they're undead, I can pretty easily deal with them. If we want to give it a shot, I mean, we can kind of wait in the wings, and I can try my thing. And if it works, then we grab the documents and turn tail. And if it doesn't work, then we just turn tail.
I don't think we
Keeping
should
Aoth
risk
out
the
of it.
success of the mission.
Keeping Aoth out of it. Rin and I can, or Reek and I could probably make something happen there.
Well, we can keep this mission going. If these two just head back, we hit the documents.
That's what I'm saying.
So, what's the stone lady name?
Influx.
Influx.
Influx. So Influx and I crossed the desert on our own, Well, you guys go get the documents that arrive in the morning, and then we meet again at Casino or en route 2.
The Blacklands.
Blacklands.
The Blacklands.
I think it's I would like to get those documents as well. My curiosity is piqued, especially if they're very valuable. I don't think it's smart to send our most valuable assets on their own.
Oh, not you two.
Agreed.
Not you two. No. We were just saying that me
If this is...
and Temin could do it.
Excuse me. Influx kind of pipes in. She goes, I may not be the leader of this operation, but I am one of the leaders of the Blacklands, and I am often put in points of authority, so you should listen to what I have to say. If you wish to have the objective of taking these documents, then we should go as a group, as our numbers will be better together. We should use our strengths. Those who are stealthy get close, those who are not stay back. And we should do this correctly. If we wish to not do it, then we should leave together. But splitting our forces into two dangerous objectives is foolish.
I
What
hate to
she
speak
said.
out both sides of my mouth. It did just work. I tend to agree that it's foolhardy to go after this. We did what we set out to do. Increasing risk is not wise. I thought we learned our lesson heading here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Speaking of,
She goes, I think Ma would disagree that you were successful in the last venture.
yeah. It's a tactical victory, not complete. Speaking of, are we planning on doing anything about Ma? Because when the dragon gets here, they're just gonna switch plans and bring her to the capital instead.
Ma
If
doesn't
she's
know.
alive, I didn't know.
Ma doesn't have information for them.
Which is worse for Ma.
It just ends right there. He doesn't say we should do anything else.
Well, they're definitely gonna. Nothing's. Yeah, I think, as much as I hate to say it, I think Ma is beyond saving at this point. Next opportunity, though, that's where my vote's going. But we still have the documents, and we still have Fricksbog.
Do we still have the element of surprise if we go after these documents?
Yep.
I cannot operate at my current condition. I feel like, all his little gadgets are already like kind of emptied and like, it's like
Rin kind of turns to the side and walks away subtly and casts a message to Temin. Do you think you and I could just take care of it if I turn undead? You sneak in there, grab them, and we just bolt. Maybe Reek comes along and picks you up, and I can fly too by myself if we need, but I think the three of us can take it without risking the rest of the party.
Yeah, big no on that one, Chief.
Yes, you just say that out loud.
Can I not do it telepathically?
You have to,
Oh.
you have to like whisper
You could-
for message, but you could whisper it under your breath. I'm just being...
In that case, I'm just gonna look at him and be like,
For all those out there that cannot see his face, he's shaking his
oh,
head.
yeah, no, I'm shaking my head. That is my gesture.
I mean, I think it's a viable plan.
Meanwhile, Influx goes, well, Aoth, you are the commanding officer here. What is your wish?
Let's head back.
All right, everyone, well, let's get going then. Is anybody unfit to travel now? Do we need to wait?
I can travel. So I'll look at
But-
Iliad, check him up and down, check her up.
Iliad looks undamaged.
Let's put some distance between us and the city, and then rest.
Let's move.
All right. Can I get somebody to roll me a d20?
Not it.
I can do it.
Okay, boss.
Never mind,
Oh, what
somebody
the hell,
else.
man? Bro, you're banned.
What was that?
It was a natural one.
What was it now?
Which way are we going? Oh, in that direction. He's
Um,
pointing at the where it came from.
We stumble upon a carriage with messengers and assassins.
You know what? You read my mind. Who is leading this trip back east? Would you have put Influx in charge since she knows the way? Or at this point, since you're so far away, would one of you have taken over?
If she knows the way.
Put Influx in charge with Morty and the Moorbounder, or Ren and the Moorbounder scouting.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'd be a way up ahead scouting.
Yeah.
So.
Can I get a perception check from you?
Do you know the way?
And I do have dark vision. It is night out. I know. It's a 22.
22. So you are kind of way out ahead and kind of scouting throughout the kind of wheat fields and deserts at this point that are kind of this far out here. It's cold at night. You kind of bundle it up a little bit. You hear something in the distance, kind of to your left, but also kind of back behind you a little bit. And you hear the sound of wheels and a carriage and horses. But it looks like it is headed directly towards the party, who has navigated a little bit off track due to some subpar survival check rolls. And it looks like they are closer to the carriage than you are at this point.
The party is closer to the carriage than I am?
Yes.
I will immediately turn and run towards the party. Well, hang on. How far are we talking? How many feet?
Moorbounder is like, what, 70 feet of movement?
Yeah.
I would say you're like 140 feet from the carriage and like 100 feet from your party.
100 feet from the party? Okay. I will immediately send a message to Aoth, and since I'm within 120 feet, and I cast message and I say, "That caravan's coming straight for you. Hunker down. Hide.
Do you tell everybody or just?
I relay the message immediately. Everybody find cover. The carriage is coming right for us. They're coming right for us.
Iliad, down.
Right.
And then, do I have a moment for another message?
Hold on. Everyone roll a stealth check.
Me included or no?
You included. And I'll have Reek, you can roll for Influx.
Influx rolled a 6. I
Wait.
rolled a 19.
We're in the desert, yeah?
Yes.
I get
she just goes
advantage
into the
with
ground. She's fine. She's just gonna go underground. She wins stealth.
Rin may or may not have rolled a natural 1 because of disadvantage.
Okay.
So 3.
3.
Yeah.
Everyone else?
Aoth got a 21.
I got a 13.
So Iliad heard what I said, and then she just happened to have like a tan color like cloak, and then she just goes into the dirt, prone, and then cover herself, and she's almost like just a part of the desert. And then for me, I rolled a 19, and now my carapace start shifting into the desert dune color.
All right. Well, with this, the natural one, Rin, you watch as you kind of turn, you kind of send the magic, and it's almost like they sensed you as you watch as the driver undead head turns towards you, and you watch as it bangs on the back of the carriage of whatever is inside. And this is where we will start initiative, and I invite you all back to the battle arena, and I will set this up for us here.
Quick question. Did we have time for a short rest during that time or no?
Nope.
You guys did not choose to take one.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Pardon me to all the viewers that just heard me cough. Let me check here real quick.
Yeah. Go.
What? You know, we're gonna use the same map.
Can I send a quick message as they turn and then start coming for me?
No. You can do it
2
on your
seconds.
turn with an action. That's how initiative works.
Okay, that's well. I asked it before this whole thing started. Before we rolled the stealth checks, that's what I was asked. Why I was asking. I wanted to send 2 messages.
I understand. Those both take actions.
Okay.
Ooh, is that a desert map? Oh no, it's not.
You can imagine it's a little bit more deserty But it is essentially them coming down the path. It's what I had at short
You-
notice.
Do you want a desert map? Because
I know I have a few of them, but this is what I was going to use when originally it was coming from a different direction. But you
Very
rolled a
well.
1, so hey. All right, so we are going to go ahead and put. I don't think I have a carriage. Probably could.
I just added.
What'd you say?
Go ahead. I just added a desert map just in case.
Hold on, let me see.
In case you want to.
Which one did you throw in there? Because it may or may not.
It's straight desert. There's like just nothing. Just desert. Super generic.
No, they're coming down a path. We're gonna keep the one that we got here
Cool.
because it might matter.
Gotcha.
All right. So I don't think I have a carriage though. So what am I gonna use? We'll use this ship. That's what we'll
There's
do.
a ship coming down the. It's a sand ship. I know I've seen those before in my life.
Wish I could rotate this. That would be way better.
You can.
Can you?
In the token thing, can't you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think play road can do that.
All good. Just imagine it's facing the other direction. Use your imagination. And everyone else, write the DM with your complaints. Okay. And where's my good driver here? All right. Alright, so they are essentially way up here, or excuse me, we're gonna put them like there, and the driver there. Rin, you are above them and to the right, to where where it shows trees. That's basically all desert. So you are gonna be up in that direction. Everybody else is gonna be along this road, somewhere between the two broken down wagons. Just treat the broken down wagons as like rocks or things to hide behind. So those of you who are hiding well, hide well. Those of you who are hiding poorly, hide poorly. Yes, your question.
So you said they're 100 feet away from the undead, right?
Yeah, so here, I'll put your person.
Can you load up Iliad too? Also, if you want, you can share him too. And I
So
can
I'm
just
putting you
add-
on the corner, but you're still 50 feet farther away in that direction.
And then the party is much farther away from the undead too, right?
They are, no, because they've kept moving in the time that you sent that message. Because they are
Okay.
moving in a carriage.
And they're still moving towards them. Okay.
Correct. Though attention has been brought to you. Why'd you bring your character down?
I didn't.
Because that's Reek's character.
Oh, got it. Oh, it's because I'm stupid. Where is your character? Have you not put it out there yet?
I did. I don't know what happened to him. He disappeared. There he is.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Where's the Moorbounder?
Moorbounder is right here. Oh, many people helping. All right. Okay, and who is this fine fella here?
Not sure. Go ahead and add Elliot.
I will add Iliad and Influence.
Keep in mind, BD controls Iliad, right?
Yeah.
I just don't roll for them.
Gotcha.
But those of you who did roll for them, what did you guys roll again? It was like 9 and something else.
Initiative, you mean, or
No,
we haven't? I don't think.
for the stealth checks. I'm pretty sure Iliad's was fine,
Iliad. Yeah, not 20 for her.
but Influx's was bad. You said nat 20 for her? I'm gonna put her back here then, like
Yeah.
up top the rock. What was yours, Blitzkrieg?
Mine is 19, and then
So I would say, oh, and you just went like down into the sand, you said.
yeah, and she rolled a she rolled a nat 20. I rolled a 19, and then we both kind of meld into the sand to like a sand color.
Yeah, she hops up behind this like rocks, and she can't quite slither like you. All right, but with that, let's.
Wait, I don't slither. Get out of here.
You're a bug.
Justin.
All right,
Sure.
so those initiatives 25 to 20.
I had
24 for
24.
21 for Rin.
24 for Reek.
Mm-hmm.
21 for Rin.
Affirmative.
Let me see here.
20 to 15.
Anybody heard that?
Yep. Mine is lower.
Okay. I gotta write down a couple others then, which are clearly not important to the storyline whatsoever. And okay, and then 15 to 10.
I got a 14. Blitzkrieg.
Okay, and I would assume that you win ties. Okay, and then excuse me, and then everybody else.
28.
9.
Fuck you, Timon. I'm sorry. What was Iliad's?
9.
9 plus 0 is 9. And
AF got a 7.
Aoth got a 7. And what did you roll for Influx, Tom?
Excellent question. That's an 8.
8. Plus 3 is an 11. Okay. All right. Well, we will start this off then with the top of the round. Most knowing Temin.
Yeah.
And you don't even know what you want to do. How
No, I do.
embarrassing.
So we just see the one guy at the front of the cart, right?
You just see the guy driving the cart currently, and he just whacked back on the thing.
All
And
right.
honestly, you might not even have seen that.
But I see him.
But you do see the cart coming down, and you see him.
Well, then I'm gonna. Well. No, I'm gonna hold my action until somebody else attacks. This is just gonna be a short bow. Well, no, because I can't hold movement. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my short bow attack.
Okay, and what is your trigger mechanism? What will cause you to release this?
Either he gets closer or somebody else attacks.
Okay. All right. Next up then would be Reek.
I'm just getting all sorts of giddy. I rage.
Rajay completed.
Yeah.
And make sure I mark that. With Rajay completed, I twitty-doot skadoot right up to carriage driver, which it won't let me put it on top. Does it come back on top? Nope. Okay. Oops.
Where did you go?
Oh, what am I doing here? There we go. All right. Well, I'm on that. Like,
And remember, this is a moving carriage that you were essentially running towards.
well, flying towards.
Flying towards.
So, I go straight up to him and recklessly attack.
Right, and yeah, you see this dark, spectry, undead creature kind of look up at you with these like dark golden eyes. Go ahead and make your attack at advantage.
And I'm sick of doing the math. That, sir, was a nat 20.
Natural 20 will definitely hit.
Natural 20.
Because I distracted him with a terrible bow shot.
Oh god, that was awful for critical damage. 10.
And this is not a magical
Oh,
weapon.
wait,
is it?
I get to do that again. It is magical.
Oh, it is magical. That's
I
right.
get to do that again because I have advantage on damage rolls because I recklessly attacked.
That's how we do it.
Not much better. We'll stick with 10. Alright, so the second attack.
So 10 total damage, and it was not resistant, so it takes the full strike as it watches this magical blade seems to pierce into its flesh, and it seems to get irate about this very quickly.
And then the next one is a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Excellent. Now, since it's non-critical damage, I will roll, and that is better, 14 damage. Then my attack for my polearm. So as I slash upwards on him across his shoulder, back down on top of his head, and I go to strike with the butt of my weapon and miss abroad.
What was it to hit?
7.
7 does miss. As you kind of watch at this point, as you kind of struck into this thing twice, and you watch as this kind of like burning black smoke is now kind of lit with almost like a golden energy from your weapon. Kind of just looks at you. Rin, you are about 100 feet away, but you are on a moorbounder.
Alright. So seeing Reek go in, I'm going to moorbounder run up basically. Moorbounder is going to dash, which gives him basically 140 feet of movement. The moorbounder here, me on moorbounder. I'm going to yell out to Temin and say, Temin, the plan I messaged you about, inform the others, let's do this. And I will cast my channel divinity. Well, alright, hang on. Okay, any of them that can see or hear me within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw or be turned.
All right, and what is a wisdom save?
It is a wisdom save.
That is a 12.
Fail.
And you only see one.
Can hear.
I
They
know.
can hear me. So nothing else within 30 feet can hear me?
If they did, they've made a check already, and I already know the result.
Okay. If it's a half CR or lower, it is destroyed.
Okay. It's not
And
destroyed.
at that point... That one's not destroyed?
Mm-mm.
Okay. But it is turned from me.
It does seem to be that way, yes.
Yep. And I have 40 more feet of movement from him. So with that, we're going to come all the way down here. And can I like bonus action hop off of him, or
Typically, it would take like a bit of your movement to do so. So if you wanted to
my
just-
movement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have.
Okay, that's fine.
You technically still have the rest of your movement too.
Okay. All right, I hop off and I tell Morty to take cover until I call for him.
Make an animal
Nearby.
handling check.
That is a 24.
Okay. It kind of immediately turns and goes to kind of hide behind some of the rocks. All right, and your turn.
And then I would continue down here so that they're turned from here.
Okay.
DC is 16 on that if there were any others that could hear me, just as though.
Yeah, okay. All right, so you watch as this thing called velocity is still taking this carriage down, but you watch as this creature just incorporeally just melds into the carriage and then comes out the back as it begins to move away. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. However, this cart will still end up moving forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and is essentially just recklessly going right at Rin. Technically, it would still continue to move because it's taking no action. So, Rin, I need a dex save. And also, I probably need one from Temin as well. Maybe more than that. Hold on. Yeah, let's actually just do Rin, Aoth, Temin, Iliad, Blitzkrieg, and Influx.
Weapon?
The DCs will be different depending on how far out of the way you are, but everybody is basically gonna be coming through on this. Yeah.
All right. So what am I rolling? Dex save?
Dexterity save.
All right.
I got a 9.
I got a
9
20.
is a fail, 20 is a success.
And Flux got an 8.
plus 5 is a 13, which is a success. What did Iliad get?
What?
What did Iliad roll for dex save?
Oh, Elliot. Oh shit! I didn't know she was getting. She got a 15 plus
Okay.
whatever.
She's fine. Temin?
If I get a 28, can I land on the cart?
If you tell me what you get, then I might determine whether or not that's something possible you could do. So did you get a 28?
I already said it was a. Did I break up again? It was a 28.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yeah, with a natural 20, you absolutely can do that.
Okay. So I'm going to land on the cart and look for a way in.
Okay, we will get to that on your turn, however. So this creature again has moved away from you as far as it can. It is then Blitzkrieg's turn. I would say that the cart. Wait, what did you roll, Rin?
14.
14. You will still take 1 bludgeoning damage as it kind of glances off of you, and I will say that it is currently. Basically it veered back towards the road and is flipped over. It kind of like came through here, flipped, and it's here, and Temin is on the top of it right there. But it is no longer operational. It is broken and on its side.
Question, as I recall, for turn on dead, they have to take their action to sprint as well. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Oops, sorry, that's you. Which it's off the map. I just can't put it any farther off the map. So it's moved up the road away from here. Does it get a chance to save at the end of each turn?
For its action, it can use the dash action to try to escape from it. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can't use dodge. It doesn't say anything about a save. It's just 1 minute, and it can't take reactions.
Okay. All right. Yep. So Blitzkrieg, you are up next.
Okay. Blitzkrieg will basically use a spell slot to pull out, charge up his hexapod, and it's gonna crawl up his arm and clamp on. He's gonna run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then he's gonna, while he's aiming at the guy that's the skeleton, the undead that's running away, he's gonna.
Blitz, please don't fuck it up by hitting him.
He's going. What do you mean? You know what? Doesn't matter. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So. Oh, I know why. Would I know that? I guess I do. But he's running away, basically, right? That's what
Correct.
the spell does. Like,
Yes, and you've seen him use it before, and you've been hit before. Like you've stopped turns before by hitting people. Just a heads
Dead men
up.
tell no tales.
But if it's running away. Okay. I'm gonna turn back around and basically project everyone, like, be vigilant. Look out for assassins. And then I'll basically, can I use my action to do a search, or is it like a free action to just investigate to see if there's any things moving around the outskirts
Are
besides
you
the one
looking
that's...
for things on the outskirts, or are you looking specifically at the carriage?
I think I would look at the carriage first, like glance that way to see if there's any motion, anything else.
Okay. Make a perception check. This will be a free check of the carriage.
Okay, perception check. That is a 3.
3. It looks like a broken mess right now, but you can't see inside of it. The windows are kind of like shattered where there's glass, and where the wood is, it's just kind of all dark on the interior.
Okay. I'll use my action to hold an action to Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Cannon the first sign of trouble.
Okay.
And then I'll also tell Iliad to, like I said, keep vigilant, look for assassins, and prepare yourself. So he's probably gonna basically start getting whatever abilities he has to prepare and hold an action to attack whatever comes at us.
Sounds good. All right. Next up, you hear from within the cart. You hear.
Well.
And as something is like pounding against the interior of the carriage.
Okay.
That is the end of that. Influx is next. She goes, all right, we're just searching for the documents, right? It sounds like something's inside. What do we
I
do?
think me and Ilya just switched over and we're both aiming at the carriage right now.
Okay. She kind of like looks around, not getting any major answers. She's going to go ahead and cast guidance, as she's going to run up here and touch Temin and cast guidance on him. She goes, "For your search, may Yug watch over you." That is her action, and she has no bonus actions. She's just going to back up to here. All right, that is Influx's turn. It is now Iliad. Iliad uses her bonus action to pull out her, or is it action to pull out the thing, bonus action to fire it? So she uses her action to pull out the cannon.
Bonus action to summon the cannon.
Oh,
if she has,
she can't. She only has one use of it.
Does she have a spell slot?
She does. Can you sacrifice one for that?
Yeah, that's how it works. Like, you have one to cast for free, and then after that, you have to use the spell slot to summon it.
Okay, then yes, she can use a spell slot to go ahead and summon it, and then
Cool.
She cannot hold a bonus action to attack, but she will essentially just kind of prepare and be ready for that. Next up is going to be Aoth. Oh, Aoth, by the way, when you failed your dex check, you ended up taking 3 bludgeoning damage just from some of the boxes being pushed into you.
All right.
Or in those cases, it would be rocks, but boxes on the picture.
Okay.
So rocks.
So rocks.
So I'm gonna run at the carriage and beat it with my sword.
Are you trying to damage the carriage, or are you trying to get into the carriage?
Trying to get into the carriage.
Okay. Go ahead and just make an athletics check for me then, as you kind of get up to one of the doors and you just try and pry it open.
A 16.
16. Yeah, you watch as the door kind of like breaks open as the lock kind of like busts. And you are in an immediate moment. I need you to make a perception check.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So you see on the seat, kind of flipped over at this point onto the ground, there is a chest that seems to be the main thing that was being carried in this. However, floating in the air is a large, round, grayish, wilting looking undead creature with multiple eye stalks that stick out of it. And it was just banging its head into the wall trying to escape. But as you open the door, it continues to bang its head into the wall trying to escape.
Is it still stuck inside? Do I see it? Or?
You do not see it, but Aoth does.
Okay.
I'm pulling it up right now.
I turn back and yell at Ren to get down here.
All right, but we can keep going with initiative as only one of you guys see this at this point anyways.
Do I still have an action to poke it with the sword?
You have used your action to open the door. So unless you want to use your fighter ability again to action surge, then I would say...
I haven't had a rest, so I don't have it right now.
You never used it. Oh, no, you did end up using it right at the end, didn't you?
Yeah. Alright, that's it for my turn.
Okay. Next up, then, we are top of the round, Temin.
Temin on the carriage. Is there any way to peek inside, or do I have to go towards... And I'm assuming the door is on the back, right?
There's a door on either side.
Either side. Which... Okay, so he went to that side. I'm going to go to the other side. May I open the door?
You can either make a lockpick check to unlock it, or you can try and just brute force open it like he did.
Ooh, yeah, I'm going to lockpick that sucker. 23.
23. Yeah, easily enough, the door comes open, and now you are actually face to face with this creature that is literally right between the two of you in this carriage.
You said it's floating?
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a perception check to see if it would have anything valuable on it?
This would be more of an investigation check, but yes, you can.
Sure.
I was wrong. I did take my action to get my Eldritch Cannon out, and then bonus action to I don't
Ooh.
can use it. So
No worries.
Not better, but still 19.
19. The creature itself seems to have nothing valuable about it, but the chest, again, beneath it, kind of on the ground, seems to be not only the most valuable thing here, but the only valuable thing here.
Okay. Then I'm going to reach for that and grabby chest.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Athletics. Ooh, 9.
You go to move the chest and you like lift it for a second and it moves like a couple of inches and then slams back down as you are just not strong enough to move this by yourself.
And I don't have any more rope. So that
That
was
would have been an action trying to move it.
action. So I have movement bonus action.
I think you would have used your bonus action to open the lock.
Am I able to see this
Oh,
if you
that's
have my hand
true.
with it? Or is that
you could on
being
your
in the
turn,
way?
But until then, no, you would not be able to assist. Anything else, Ton?
No, I'm just gonna, if I can, just shout out, "This is heavy," in a very whiny way.
All right,
I
Reek.
can't carry it by myself.
We go back to Reek, who is flying a ways back after having watched this caravan flip and do cartwheels. You have heard that there is something heavy here.
So I fly up, not knowing what it is, and come up right next to Aoth. Do I see it
You can
through
see
the
it.
door that you have?
Yes.
So as I come up and start to slow down, spreading my wings, just coming to a halt, trying to go in, I see the creature and instinctively drive my polearm straight through an opening at it, recklessly in a fury. Ooh, another nat 20.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Roll damage, double the dice.
God dang, dude. I need to stop using D&D Beyond for that. Okay, so there's 9. And then second attack, that is a 15 to hit.
15 does hit, just barely.
Excellent. And then, wait, where'd my other D10 go? Son of a bitch, one of the children. Alright, twice. Alright, so there's a 14 or a 10. I'll take the 14.
Hey, darn kids.
All
Yep.
right.
And then, as I drive twice, I hit it with the broadside of my polearm. And that is a 21 to hit
Definitely hits.
for 4 more damage.
4 more damage. Nice. You definitely do quite a bit of damage. You slash into this flesh, but as you kind of slash in, you like feel like you're cutting into like dead, decaying flesh as you just kind of slash in and you cut and you kind of stick it in the eye. And you watch as it kind of, the eye rolls back and kind of rolls forward into view. It is now Rin's turn.
Alright. Rin moves directly down.
Also, turn undead is not concentration, correct?
Negative.
Okay.
This thing is, what I know first off is this is undead.
Yeah, it's undead.
Okay, and it's actively moving away from me.
Not anymore.
I bet it doesn't smell too great.
Oh, that's right, because somebody hit it. Moving over here. Alright, well, here we go. We are going to...
You also do not have line of sight of it from there, just so you're aware, because it is inside.
I
of the
would
carriage. It is inside of the carriage still.
Okay,
There's only
could I
doors
come around?
on the wide sides.
Could I come around over here?
Yes, you could.
Okay, and then I would be able to see it, right?
Correct.
Okay. I will do that and cast... we're going to do Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
22 does hit. As you kind of let out your magic, just at point blank range right in between it.
Yep. For 20 damage.
Damn. You blast into this thing, and you watch as the creature just kind of is enveloped in this bright, blackish white light that's just kind of radiating between, and the next attack against it will have advantage. It is close to bloodied, but not yet bloodied. Actually, I lie. I'm sorry. It is just bloodied.
Alright.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
All right. Next up is the Wraith, which is running away. Blitzkrieg.
I don't see this creature at all from where I am, I think.
Not currently, no.
Okay. I'll take a step to see if I could have vision of it. Maybe right
From
there.
that side of the vehicle, there is no longer vision of this. There are 3 medium-sized humanoids in front of a very small door.
Okay. I'll head over here. And I'll just keep an eye on like around us to see if there's any more like anything else that might pop up on us. And also keep an eye on that one that's like running away. I'm not gonna fire at it, but I'm gonna basically same thing. Take hold an action to fire if anything pops up.
All right.
Outside of that one that's running away.
Sounds good. Next. Oh, go ahead.
Yep. That would be it. Yeah.
All right. Next up then is the creature within the cabin. So you watch as it now kind of glowing this black and white. You watch as these eye stalks come up and begin to open eyes on this creature, as it then turns and a mouth opens with these long fanged teeth as it tries to bite at Temin, who is reaching for the thing beneath. So first we will do the bite attack. That is a 11 to hit.
No.
Okay. And then
It also has to attack me.
why does it have to attack you?
My ancestral guardians have convinced it to do so.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just say that attack goes against you then, so it's 11. But the eye ray is completely random, and it says so in the thing here. So we're going to randomly determine this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 targets it can choose. It is choosing Temin. Sorry, Temin, you were
Still a mess.
You were saved, and then you weren't saved. So I need. Let's find out which of the rays it is. I need a dex save from you.
Oh no. 10.
Don't say that. You sure it's not something different?
I am sure.
Are you sure it's not something different?
Yes.
There's nothing you can do to change that. Hashtag insta-dead. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I really hope he's not insta-dead. The look on Matt's face right now kind of shows. It's like, oh god.
You watch as a gray beam, or excuse me, a black beam kind of shoots at you, and it hits you full in the chest. You take. Hold on, let me make sure I counted that right.
Yeah.
You take 40 force damage.
And this is an attack that I saw that hits me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna uncanny dodge that sucker.
Yeah.
So it would be half damage then.
Hit 20. I'm still up.
But it hurts.
Because that was the
I hurt like a bitch.
that was the disintegration ray. So if you had gone to 0, you become ash.
I can still save him.
Saw that coming.
All right. Well, I'm glad we're through that. So next up is Influx. Influx kind of sees you just getting blasted with this beam of energy. Goes, "What's going on? Here, come here." And she's gonna move over and touch the back of you, and is going to cast Cure. Ooh, she doesn't have Cure Wounds. That was Influx. Oops. Or excuse me, that was Iliad. She is going to come up instead and also cast Inflict Wounds. Inflict Wounds.
But she sees it now.
Yeah, because she got it up right next to it. Go ahead, Tom, and roll me a d20.
You should go like, you're an ugly son of a bitch, aren't you?
No, that's not quite her personality.
That is
yeah.
a 19.
19
more like-
plus 5 is a 24, which definitely hits. Roll 3d10.
19 damage.
19 damage. Alright, yeah, this thing's looking rough as you watch these black, like, sand tendrils almost, like, shoot through its corpse. And you watch the influx goes, Iliad, get over here and heal him! He needs it! Iliad will do so. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hold on, we gotta make this D&D right. So you're here, she's there, she's there. Okay, Iliad then will cast Cure Wounds. Can you go ahead and roll a D8 for me, please?
A D8. D8. That is a 3.
So that is 6 health back to you, Temin. All right, that then brings us to Aoth.
How much was that?
It's Leon's
What did you say?
How much was that?
How much was what?
I thought you said I got damaged.
No, it's your turn.
Oh. Somebody was talking to me over here. Sorry.
No worries.
She apologizes profusely. Alright. So now that he's attacking, I'm gonna try and attack it.
Okay. You would have advantage on the strike as you are flanked with Temin.
Okay. So 23.
23 definitely hits. Roll damage.
8 damage.
Okay.
14 damage actually.
14 damage. Okay, you kind of hack into this undead flesh, and it's just kind of a very thunk type of a feel. You have your second attack.
Yeah. Also with advantage.
Yes.
This one's also a 26 to hit,
Nice.
and this one's a 10 for damage.
10 damage. You attack again, and this thing looks like it's barely hanging on to whatever undead life it has at this point. As you hack into it again. Anything else in your turn?
I'll hold a dodge action. That's it.
Well, you used your action to strike. Are you using
Then-
action
then I'm-
surge or no?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done with my turn.
No worries then. All right, back to top of the round, Temin. You just got eye blasted. How you feeling?
Not super. I'm going to. Oh, but I'd have to hold my action to help with the box.
Yeah, if you wanted to lift with assistance.
Dang. How's Ice Stocky Monster looking?
Real rough.
Okay, then I'm just gonna jump up and stab him then.
Okay, you would have
Advantage?
Advantage because of flanking.
And that dice is 100% in dice gel on my last roll. Oh, that's a nice one. That's my first natural 20 stab. So we're going to add short sword plus sneak attack plus piercer.
Nice.
And we're re-rolling that one because piercer actually lets me roll single dice.
Nice.
Nice.
Let me see if it is just one though. Yeah, one of the attacks. Okay, so that is still 10, 16, 18, times 2 is 36, plus 5 is 41.
I'm down.
How do you want to do this?
But I guess divided by 2 since it's not magical? Or was that pretty magic?
Nope, this
Because
is not,
it felt pretty magic to
This
me.
is not resistant to magic.
Oh, it's so 41.
So 41. It does, however, have undead fortitude, which means that once it drops to 0, it has to roll a con save, 5 plus the damage taken. So a 46.
Yes.
What shit is not getting?
And if it does, then it only goes to 1. So, how do you want to
Good
do
luck.
this?
I get shot in the chest with its ray, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna stab you so hard, animated letters are gonna appear on the screen. I'm gonna stab it.
Love of it, and you just like right into the eye stalk, and then just threw it off. You just start tearing it. It's like sushi sashimi, just kind of all over the floor.
Yep, I want to grab some. I want to grab some of its teeth though.
Okay.
All the green goof
We can
in the
get to
air.
that in a moment.
Work.
You guys have 36
One.
seconds before the creature turns back around. So, keeping in mind that you have 36 seconds, what would you guys like to do? We are no longer in initiative.
Let's pick this lock and get out of here.
That's the name of the game. I'm gonna pick the lock.
Take the whack.
Screw the lock. Let's just take it and run.
Yeah,
don't
I'm just
know
gonna
if we
grab
can
that
take
thing
this
and-
thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Bag of holding.
just grab
Let's
it.
go.
Yeah, but with both of you guys there, you can easily pick it up. Easily, you guys can then make a run for it.
Does this wagon look like it's something that we could use?
No, it's real broken.
Real quick, I would like to take 2 rounds to search the rest of the carriage for anything.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage.
That was a 6.
Oof. There's nothing else there.
Let's go.
Anybody else doing this with me while I
I'm going for
move
teeth.
stuff around? You're going for teeth?
Okay, make a survival check.
Yeah, right there.
Dirty 20.
I also already gave you advantage, assuming that somebody would have helped you. So that doesn't insist.
Okay, I thought the 2 rounds was way.
You said dirty 20.
Yeah.
How many teeth do you want?
I don't want to be the last person to leave
Okay.
this road.
If you leave at the same time as Rin, you could get up to 12 teeth.
I'll take 12 teeth.
Okay. So
12 undead beholder teeth.
all right. You guys begin to make your way. What direction are you guys headed? Are you guys now trying to head back to the Blacklands?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to head back to the Blacklands, but since we have a couple days of travel, I want to look into this chest well before we get there. Like whenever we settle down for the night.
So we will say it's about dawn at this point. As you guys have made some distance from the caravan, you guys are working your way east towards the Blacklands. Remember, none of you have slept yet. So at this point, I would like all of you to take a point of exhaustion.
Exhaustion.
Influx does not take a point of exhaustion because she was essentially resting all day.
I would like to potentially make a survival check, see if we're going the right way, since if we ran into this thing, we're obviously not going the right way.
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Yep. We have What's-Her-Face with us, though, to point us in the right direction.
She didn't, though.
You don't know that.
7 with disadvantage.
You're pretty sure we're going the wrong way.
I will tell everybody that we are going the wrong way.
I'll look at influx.
What does Influx say?
Iliad goes, or not Iliad, excuse me. Influx goes, no, we definitely need to go east. This is, you can see the desert right there. We need to go across the desert.
Let's go where Influx says.
He is the leader. Let's just go. No
Wasn't it? Can I roll an insight check on that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, is she trying to purposely mislead us? Fuck me, that's a nat 20, but it's disadvantage. So dirty 20.
Dirty 20. No, she's telling you the correct direction to go, as she's made this trek multiple times.
Okay.
Is this also? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. While we're making our way toward following influx, I'm gonna try to make an effort. I'll stay in the back, and I'll make an effort to hide whatever tracks we are making as well as I can with whatever ability I have.
Go ahead and make a survival check as well.
Disadvantage. Okay, that's a 10. I try to cover whatever
You're doing something. You're not sure how effective it's going to be, but you are at least masking, maybe how many people it is, or what, certain areas. Maybe you can get a little bit of cover to maybe mislead which direction you guys are going. But you guys make it through the rest of that day traveling. After you've made it a day travel, you guys are taking camp the following night, and you have ability to sit down and kind of take a look at this chest, feeling comfortably out of the way at this point.
Have we taken a short rest during the?
Yes,
during our
you've
travel?
taken a short rest to stop for lunch or whatnot at this point.
Okay. All right, let's take a look in this thing.
Let's take a look.
Natural 20, 28.
Wait. What if it's trapped?
He's gonna say that as you try to
Yeah, you look down and it's papers, in lots of different languages. Looks like you count them. There's 12 scrolls in here.
Can we check them for magic to make sure there's nothing there that will track them? Basically like a Trojan horse. We're bringing these documents back to the Blacklands and we're really leading the bad guys there. Does anybody have that ability?
Influx speaks up. She goes, I can't detect it for magic. But why don't we just read them here? And if it's important information, we can just write it down and leave the documents themselves.
If we rest, I can do so.
Okay.
I'm fine to.
Because we still have 2 more days.
Yes.
We have 2 more days, right?
We
So-
are very tired.
We'll rest tonight, we'll travel tomorrow, check them tomorrow, and bring whatever we want with us.
Yes, very good. Sounds like a good plan. Watches. I believe we have 7 of us. And I am fairly rested. I do not have any exhaustion, so one of you...
Blitz and... Go ahead.
I was saying somebody would be able to sleep through the night, not have to take watch.
I will keep an eye out.
Yeah, I just need some health back, so I'm good to take first watch.
Yeah, I would take first watch with you then. And we will figure out who to wake for second watch. Won't you be lucky?
All right, then I'll sit down and I'll start tinkering with stuff.
Okay. Who would like to roll me another d20 just to be the propagator of fate?
I'll do it.
Sure. Okay.
You want to do it? Yeah, you're the priest. You should do it. Fate is your MO.
Natural 1. No, I'm just kidding. An 8.
8. Okay. As the night kind of begins, you watch as the winds kind of pick up a little bit. Dust begins to kind of scurry about. Influx turns to you and goes, Tamin, yes?
Yeah, it is.
Don't know if I've gotten to thank you, but you, again, put on quite a performance there. It was a very good job. I'm glad you have made it
Thank you.
to the Blacklands and the family we have there.
I, real quick, would like to do something before we go to sleep, if that's okay.
You see what Rin's doing over there?
No, I try not to pay attention to him. It's just, it's one more joke after another.
Well, let's ignore him for now. Rin, what would you like to do before bed?
Rin would cast Sending to the wizard Rinwald and be off talking to him for a moment and say, well, we rescued leader and retrieved documents. Haven't checked them yet, headed back.
Wizard Rinwald here. That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that you were able to get them. Let me know what information they yield ASAP, and I will see how best I can... Wizard Rinwald again, help you.
And I can respond, right?
Yes.
Since I don't have many spell slots, send to me again in the morning, mid-morning, and I will respond with findings.
Meanwhile, back on watch,
Sorry.
Influx goes, now what? So are we heading straight back to the Blacklands? Is that the plan?
Actually, that's something I wanted to talk to you about. There is something in Fricksbog, and that's what I was looking up.
What's not in Fricksbog?
Where's my map?
One of the
I
scariest
don't know.
places on this continent.
Don't tell the rest of them that. Tell them it's great.
Them.
I mean, I do it all the time. It's great. Where is that map that I put? Oh, here we go.
to the southeast. It's almost directly south of the Blacklands. But
Right.
there are all kinds of creatures and crap that live there.
Right. Apparently, there is a. Is there any like sort of extra stormy area of Frixbog? Because apparently we're out there to retrieve a storm sickle. Sickle of the storm.
I can tell you what I know about Frixbog is there are. From what I understand, there is perhaps one civilization there. There might be a city within Frixbog, but if so, it is just one. For the most part, there are just multitudes of species of monsters that roam about it. Anything from forest creatures to swamp creatures to devils to celestial beings. It seems to have thin layers to other planes and dimensions within this land. It's a shitty place for living. I mean, I guess if you're looking for something, like, perhaps, but I don't know anywhere of specific stormery.
Okay. Well, that was just one of the optional things we had from the Thieves Guild. So,
I'm not saying that we can't do it. I'm just saying you should know what you're getting into.
Oh no, I mean, if we could pass through, try and find.
We would have to swing far to the south to do so. Did you have a timeline on getting back, or was it merely just a timeline to make sure you were able to rescue me?
Yeah, a real hard timeline was to get you. If we get the storm sickle later, I don't think there was a hard timeline on. I mean, worst case, if we find it and we're back a day late, I'm out a few gold.
She goes,
but
well, if we've been traveling directly east for about a day and a half now, we have about 2 days left to the Blacklands, but it is completely the opposite direction to the Frixbog. Frixbog is southeast, we would be going northeast.
I mean, that may be in our favor if we're trying to sidestep
could be
whatever could
us,
be.
Or maybe we would, if anybody is following us, maybe we would lead them into thinking that the Blacklands is within Frixbog instead of
Is the Blacklands like not an actual like region?
We call it the Blacklands so that no one knows the actual name of the city. The city's name was lost long ago, but when we are spreading the word of our cause to those trying to gather others, we say Blacklands and send them in the right direction, or close to the right direction.
That makes sense. That sounds good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, that's my vote. I mean, we could talk to everybody in the morning, but I'd prefer to
talk to your leader.
Yeah.
In charge. Very well. Well, it seems like everything is good and tight out here for the evening. I will go wake Iliad. You wake whoever you wish.
Sure.
Come on now. Get up.
I'm gonna wake. I'm gonna get Blitz going.
I'm already awake. I'm right here.
Yeah.
I have been waiting for this moment. Iliad goes, Blitzkrieg, a pleasure sharing watch with you. And she kind of pulls out some machines and is like kind of starting to tinker and kind of like make repairs for some of the things that she had, yesterday. And she goes, I feel like we failed again.
What do you mean? We succeeded. We rescued Influx.
We just traded one prisoner for another.
He probably like stay silent for that one. And then he'll start like taking out his tools and start like tinkering too, right next to like Iliad. And then like during like the tinkering phase, he's like, "You did good today."
Thank you. I've been working hard and you helped a lot, actually. You know what we're doing next?
I overheard a conversation. We might have a a side mission into the what did he say? The Fritz Bog. Perhaps this is where we could depart. You might be able to head back with Influx, and we'll head that way. That is not your mission. That is our mission.
But it is my job to stay with you as you are teaching me.
If you wish to come along, you're always welcome. But Influx might need you if she needs to go back, as she is an important person.
How do she kind of like starts to speak and then kind of like falters a little bit and goes, how do I get stronger?
Well, I suppose it's through hardship. The more adversity you face, the more you learn. At the risk of dying, of course. But survive. Then you will learn.
Through kind of the last few weeks, as well as the fights that you've just been in, you notice that Iliad seems quicker, stealthier, a little bit more agile, a little hardier, a little bit more able to withstand the hardships that come about.
I see it in her.
As Iliad leveled up.
Yeah! I see it in her.
It goes, all right, well, who should we wake for third watch?
Let's get the Death Dealer, and I'll wake up Reek. And then I might to join him. I might check out.
Maybe Aoth.
I'll probably go to Rin.
Yeah, I think
Aoth.
Rin's had a long day. We should. I'm gonna go get Rin. Or excuse me, not Rin. Aoth. You're confusing me now. She goes over and shakes Aoth and goes, "Sir,
Hey, yeah.
are you okay to take
No.
third watch? I believe Reek is
Ah,
going to
I'm
join
on
you."
it.
Yeah, I'll go next
Oh,
to you.
great. I get
No.
up and start gathering the things.
He's doing that. I'll walk up to Reek and I'll just kick him like, "Hey, your watch."
I look disdainingly upon him.
What? Did that hurt? Almost like a joking, mockingly kind of like a mocking joke, sarcasm kind of thing. And then he'll,
A mockingly, jokingly mock.
yeah, a mockingly, jokingly kind of way. And then he'll start his tinkering again in the corner, away from everyone.
Aoth Rin, it is still pretty dark out, but sunrise is headed your way soon. Is there anything you guys wish to discuss or talk about this evening?
Well, since it's the two of us, do you wanna? It's been a hell of a couple days, but do you wanna give me any more ideas for what you? Here's what I've got on my drawing so far, on my sketches for your armor piece.
Oh, it's not for me. Armor's not for me.
Oh, they
said
said
Rin.
Rin.
He did.
Reek. She misspoke.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Hey, what's up?
What's up? How you doing?
Doing well. That was a interesting turn of events. Temin comes in handy.
Yeah, you guys make a good pair when there's a quick infiltration and getaway needed.
I like to think a bit of luck played into that, but yeah, you should have seen how that went down. It was pretty hard for him to convince the guards to leave her alone.
Seemed to work out pretty well in the end. I love when a good plan comes together.
I'm not sure how good the plan was, but it was thoroughly executed.
Have you given any thought to anything that you might want me to make you? Not that I've been able to deliver much lately, but I'll be happy to. If you think of anything, I'll be happy to help.
Besides tunic, I think I'm set. I'm a fan of my weapon. It means a lot to me. You may save your skills for others.
Alright. I have nothing else.
As the day kind of travels on, the morning comes, you guys all get up. Before we discuss what direction we will be moving the story next, can I get some lucky soul to roll me another d20, please?
Who wants to do it?
I'm feeling up for it.
Yeah, let's go.
Ooh, 15.
15. As you begin to kind of get everything ready, you feel the wind picking up. It is getting very heavily directionally in blowing east, so it is kind of blowing you in the direction you are headed, but it is still very annoying, and it is going to cause a little bit of hardship as you guys travel. But before you guys begin to leave, Influx kind of, with her hood up, kind of letting the sand kind of just like beat against her skin, goes, all right, well, Tammin and I spoke last night, but obviously, Aoth, you're the leader here. Tammin?
So, back in the Blacklands, there's talk of a storm sickle that we can retrieve. Apparently it helped the cause, but it's in the bog, Frick's bog. Puts us a little bit out of our way, but we don't have a hard timeline for returning, so we can kind of throw off the scent. If anybody's following, they may lose us, or they may think the Blacklands are in the bog, which apparently is not the greatest of places.
Rin, didn't you say that you could detect magic with some rest?
I believe he's still sleeping.
Yeah. Now Rin's like waking up from his slumber. yeah, definitely.
Standing
Yeah,
over.
I can. I can actually check out if it's cursed too.
Right, well, I guess maybe we should do that first so that we can read the information and then decide what the best action would be.
Yeah, if it's not cursed or nobody's following us, I think we can just get you back and then maybe regroup and then set out for Frick's Bog. I guess once we get some intel. Kind of rather not walk into things just kind of willy nilly at this point anymore. Trying to be a little bit more wise with it.
I perk up when he says that. I'm like, give him a kind of side look. Huh. Okay.
You give me the side look. I turn to you and I'll be like, I died. I mean, come on. I don't want to do that again. And Rin pulls out the this whole chest thing, and he will first cast detect magic ritualistically.
Okay. You take 10 minutes. What is your kind of preparation for detect magic look like?
He just kind of sits over it. Just you see some flowing white and dark light around it. Says a little prayer to Daddy and says, hey, if there's anything here, please bestow upon me the wisdom to know, so that we may not screw ourselves.
As you finish, for a moment, you think you may have done it incorrectly or something may have gone wrong, but you soon realize there is just no magic among any of these scrolls.
Okay. I would then ritualistically cast Detect Curse.
Any difference to how this spell looks compared to the last?
Much more dark in flavor, and we're looking for curses, so we're emulating kind of some of that magic, if you will.
So you spend another 10-11 minutes doing this, and no, there are no curses here as well.
Well, they're not magical, they're not cursed, so let's dig in, and I start opening them.
Before you do, can I get everybody to make a Constitution save, as the wind has picked up over this 20 minutes and is starting to be really annoying?
Bro, you scared the crap out of me with that. I'm like, seriously, like I just checked these things.
I got a nat 20 for 25, and at the same time, do I notice, is this something like I'm familiar with in the desert?
It's just, that if you stay exposed to wind too long, you may get exhausted faster.
Okay.
But you are good.
Guy.
Cool.
18 on the save.
13.
Good.
Iliad. Ooh, Iliad rolled a 3.
But she has +4, so that's a 7, which is still fine.
She has windburn.
Okay.
I got a 19.
You are good. For influx. And Reek, I think.
Tom's not here right now. I'm gonna do an 11 for influx.
She's fine. And I'm sure Tom's fine too. This was just the first of the checks, as the wind is still fairly low at this point. But again, you guys, do you guys all go in for these scrolls, or just one of you at a time, or kind of what is?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a couple, see if I can read any of them.
All right.
I'll probably just keep watch because I'm kind of wary of keep an eye on the weather pattern.
Are we opposed at all to just putting them all in the bag of holding and keep moving forward?
Influx speaks up and she goes, well, the idea was perhaps with the information it may determine what our best judgment is, but if you feel like the best judgment is just to move, then we could just do that.
If we've determined that there's no threat to them, I'm comfortable moving forward and getting away from the storm.
The information contained within could be a threat of its own, Aoth.
I mean, we've waited this long. It seems like a few more minutes to read through them wouldn't be too bad.
As she said that, can I get an idea, like, if just based on like my experience in like the Grim Waste, like something like this, like how much time do we have until it kind of picks up? Like,
make a survival check.
Nope, 6.
The weather patterns here are very different from the Grim Waste. In the Grim Waste, there is typically not a lot of wind, so when wind is found, you know it's danger.
Okay. So
Well,
he's wary, but he doesn't know, so he's just gonna keep an eye out while they look through the notes.
What does everybody speak as far as languages?
Common, Goblin, and Halfling?
So I'm sorry, I asked that question poorly. Keep an idea on what languages your character speaks as I read out what languages each of these are in. The first one that you come across is actually in Thrycreen. Of all languages.
Yeah, I know how to read that, but I would need to see it to kind of know. So if I'm keeping watch, I probably don't see it unless someone.
So far, there is one that you are not familiar with. The other one is written. Another one is written in Common. Another one is written in Halfling. The next, Gnomish.
I got that.
I
think Halfling was who?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
And me.
And I'm sure Timon.
Another one in Common. One in Draconic.
Draconic, anybody?
Yeah, Reek can speak that.
One in Sylvan. Another in Dwarvish, and another in Elven.
I got the Elven, but Dwarvish and Sylvan. Anybody?
Nope. And what was the fourth one?
Draconic.
He's got Draconic, but Dwarvish and Sylvan are the two that we don't have, I think, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And are each of these documents different?
You said Dwarvish and what?
Sylvan.
Yeah, Dwarvish and Sylvan. We don't have that.
So, which ones would you like to start with?
Wait, real quick, do either of our two companions speak either Sylvan or...
They do not. Check.
Okay. I was just curious.
Nope, it's fine.
Whatever one I grabbed first.
And one of the Elvish ones you said?
Sure.
Okay. So the first one that you see in Elven, well, first off, let me back up for a moment. There is one basically like sheet on top of all of the scrolls that essentially says, this is the information we have discovered on the dungeons of the Pantheon, as well as the gems of power. Below is information on what we have on each. It is not signed or anything. It is just simply written, scrawled across the top. But then again, you open the first one that is an Elven, and this is, well, make a religion check.
Hey, for being proficient.
Can I help?
If you are proficient,
Please.
you can help.
Please, you should probably roll it yourself, though. Don't give me advantage.
19.
Yep, his is way higher.
19. Do you read Elvish?
No.
Okay. So essentially what you would read out loud, I'm going to read verbatim, and then we'll essentially go to what you would know about it, Temin. So this is named something called the Undying Court. Something about elven ancestors in the history of time, and something called the Sorrow Chambers. Temin, what you would know is that there are stories that you read in orphanages within your home city of Erfton, of the god of all elves, the Undying Court, just this group that are able to basically exist in perpetuity and are responsible for keeping track of the history of time. However, you know that often they are described as disturbed or crazy. And you do not know what the Sorrow Chambers means.
Can I roll a history check to see if I know what the Sorrow Chambers is?
No, it was part of the religion check.
Okay.
All right, who has the one written Dwarvish? Anyone?
I don't think anybody does. I think Gnomish was the fourth one I missed, right?
Yep, there's a Gnomish and
There
a
is a
half.
Gnomish one.
Yeah.
And I speak that as well.
All right. Each of these will require its own religion check, so if you would like to do so again.
Can I give Temin advantage?
Yeah. By essentially reading it out for him.
Okay.
Bring to me all of your questions and answers, and
For a cleric, I'm pretty shitty at religion.
that one.
Dumb. I'm wise, but I'm dumb.
That one is a 22. Rerolled on a 1.
Nice.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit clearer because gnomic writing is very precise. It says God, Mathoni, general alignment, neutral evil, symbol, staff, purpose, god of magic, and all things magic. Below is then a long list of historical dates and names and such, which if I did share all of you guys on the god and goddesses, you essentially, for Math Mahoney, you get to see all of the dates and names. So some of them are like year 212, the witch Tarhantoya, year 811, Haplamot, the simple demon, year 3205, the witch Lona Gopi, just like various things like that. It says notable god flaw, blunt and to the point, dungeon, the wasted labyrinth, located on Bright Shore.
Would I know of this place being from Bright Shore? Okay.
There's one in Halfling.
I think.
Temin and I both read that.
Okay. this one says the Devourer. Or hold on, make your religion checks, or again, religion at advantage for Temin if that's what you wish to do.
Go ahead, Temin. Do the advantage.
15.
15. Okay. This one says the Devourer.
I'd also, real quick, can I cast guidance throughout this, and give him guidance every time we read?
You can moving forward.
Yep. Okay.
So again, this one says the Devourer, God of Nature's Wrath, Dungeon, Skull Labyrinth, Deep Gardens.
That sounds familiar.
Okay.
There was one in common, so I assume all of you would be able to hear and read this one. So again, whoever's making the religion check, go ahead and do so.
With advantage and guidance?
With advantage and guidance this time, yes.
Yep. Just as a guidance.
15 again.
15 again. This one says God, Yug, Chaotic Evil, Symbol, Spear, God of War and Strife, Dungeon, Grotto of the Shadow Phoenix, Location known.
God of Strife.
Location known?
Known. It says Dungeon, Grotto of the Shadow Phoenix, and it just says location known. Apodora Empire.
Grotto of the what Phoenix?
Grotto of the Shadow Phoenix. I assume nobody speaks Kuatoa. I missed one when I was reading them out.
Nope. Correct.
Okay. The Thrycreen one, only Blitzkrieg will be able to read this one, but again, you guys can still do your tactics as normal if you wish, but you would have to get him to come over.
You know, I'll probably just like walk back to the group. It's like the winds are picking up. We should hurry up. And then I'll look down and I see that. It's like, I recognize that language. Now can I do it?
Yeah. What you read is, again, in your native tongue, unknown layer found, deep wood maze, hood with 2 red eyes, goddess, Morgion.
Morgion.
And then the last one in Elven says God, Arwen, alignment, neutral evil, God of life and death, dungeon unknown.
We still have the draconic one.
I think there's 2 common ones too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the draconic one, and this is the other common one. There's a few more left, actually.
Okay.
The draconic one, who's reading that?
Reek.
All right. And then go ahead and make the religion checks, whoever is making them.
Yep.
Turns out you studied a lot of religion in Afton.
Yeah, apparently. 22.
22. This one is known to Aoth as well as Temin, but you read Hephaestus, god of smithing and crafting, with the symbol of a hammer and anvil. You also have a list of historical events, as the Draconic people have kept good history regarding this. It does say known for being selfish, greedy, and spoiled. Dungeon, the rocking haunt, found in the lonely desert.
Lonely Desert. Oh, that's where my first character was from.
Was that St. John?
Lonely Desert is actually what's his name? Dejami.
Oh, Dejami, that's right. All right, the next one in common reads, go ahead and make the religion check again, since we're just gotta bust those out for all of these.
Ooh. 24.
24. Oh,
Frickin' nerd over here.
Onatar, also known as a neutral good god, crossed hammer and tongs, very similar to the hammer and anvil. He is a god of craft, more of a craft of unknown things versus a perfection of craft, as is Hephaestus. The dungeon known as the Labyrinth of the Lonely Desert, yet it is found within the Feather Plains. They make very clear to separate those two.
And then that's where I'm from. Was it again
Was it the Feathery Plains?
Desert Plains, right?
The Feather Plains. And then lastly, there's the Sylvan, the Dwarven, the Kuatoa, and that's it. You have all the rest.
That's 11.
Those are your documents. What do you mean that's 11?
Let's see, Elvish, Gnomish.
So hold on, I'll go from the bottom. So it was Elvish, Dwarvish, Sylvan, Draconic, Common. Oh, you're right, there was one more. Does anybody speak? They would. Aarakocran.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Reek does.
Wait a second.
So go ahead and make your check again.
That's cocked.
Reek only shows Common and Draconic. How did that work?
No, I missed one. That was me.
I gotcha.
19.
19. This one again, written in Aarakocran, it says Kol Karan, god of trade, wealth, and economy. The 9-sided gold coin. Dungeon, Catacombs of the Storm Panther. Location unknown.
What was the dungeon?
The dungeon was Catacombs of the Storm Panther.
Storm Panther.
And Flux goes, that was a lot of information. So it seems like there's gods and goddesses and dungeons and gems of power. Is that what I'm understanding from this?
Yeah, what are those gems of power?
I have no idea. I've never heard of any such things.
Well, they're obviously... Yeah, they're obviously trying to compile a list.
Clearly,
Would it be about this time? Sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it was DM question. Go ahead, continue. Sorry.
I say that if we, so, is there any risk to us putting these documents in a bag of holding and taking them with us?
Don't think so. You check them.
I'd rather do that than leave them behind.
Seems
Yeah, there's
fine.
no magic, no
Curses.
Let's put them away, and
I'd
then
like-
again, are we headed the Blacklands, or are we headed to your Stormsicle quest?
I think we should head back to the Blacklands and regroup and reset before we take on another.
Rin looks down at his hand axe and goes, I need a weapon, and you know.
Okay, very good. You guys kind of begin your trek, and again the heavy wind, and not long into it, maybe like an hour later, you, Rin, hear, Wizard Rinwald here, checking in. Did you guys get a chance to look at what was in the chest?
That we did, and I can tell you it contains information on the gems of power and dungeons of the Pantheon.
Wizard Rinwald again. Gems of power. I've never heard of such things. I do my research on it now. But if they're found in the dungeons, did you find one in the one you had found for the Devourer? Here just north of my location.
We had not, that I know of, but do research and meet in Blacklands.
Wizard Rinwald again. Don't want to use any more spells if I can avoid it, but I don't know where the Blacklands is. You have yet to tell me. But it is also hard for me to travel about when I have to stay here. I will do research and contact you tomorrow.
Looking forward to the research and speaking with you more. Rin out.
Do you relay that to the rest of us?
If people are asking questions about it, I would be like, yeah, I've got a source that's taking care of finding out a little bit more about these. Did anyone stumble upon a gem while we were in that dungeon?
Didn't we trade the boat for a stone or a gem or something?
Wait, did we? I think we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but Rinwald gave us that gem.
Okay.
So
it
it
wasn't
wasn't.
one that
Yeah.
it wasn't
No,
one that
it wasn't
we found
from-
in there.
No, it wasn't.
Then I don't recall one.
That'd be funny with like find this guy.
Oh, we just trade away a gem of power. No big deal.
So what did we get from that dungeon? Was it just like the what 10 minutes wearing or?
We left the dungeon in a hurry when we got into the library, and we found out that that assassin guy was there, probably looking for one of the gem of powers.
Yeah. We searched and we didn't find anything though. It's like before we left, right?
We didn't know what we were looking for either, though.
Yeah, we were kind of on a time crunch.
But we did get something there, right? We did find like something from that you're using, I think, right?
Yeah, we got my goggles there. There were a couple items that we didn't find very useful, so we handed those over to Rinwald. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know that sounds like somebody. Who is this wizard that you speak of?
A friend of ours. A trustworthy friend. Don't worry, he doesn't know the location. Blacklands.
Okay. Just be
Can we
careful.
give it to him?
Wizards are tricky sometimes.
He's a helpful one.
I mean, it does sound like he's trying to help in direct opposition of the wizard who was king of the Apador Empire, King Marcos. Just worries. The wizards don't just pop up here and there. They're typically known. I've never heard of this Rinwald before.
He keeps to himself. For obvious reasons.
I am not one to give away the locations of the Blacklands. You will have to ask the council.
We might send for him.
Again, it sounds like he would be a valuable ally if that were the case. I'm sorry, you guys can continue to talk. I was confused of who this person was.
Okay.
Or are we settled? The information was good and we would just continue home?
Is everybody
I turn to Aoth in agreement.
Yeah, let's grab these and go. See if maybe we can find a reputable translator for the remaining ones.
Influx goes, I'm sure that we would have people within the Blacklands who can read these languages. If not, we have translation books that we could probably use.
How far away is like the first bog right now from us? I wasn't paying attention.
So it is the closest portion to where you are is about a 2-day trip south.
Okay.
But it's also only like a day's travel southeast, and even farther if you go southwest. But Frixbog is a large place. Like I know the internet can't see here, but this is all the Frixbog, and you are currently traveling between here and here. So basically, you just need to go down to get to it from any direction.
Okay. But it's a large bog, so it might take a while for us to explore, I think.
Yeah, it's. I mean, using days of travel as distances, it's a 4x4 day travel location. So you're probably talking, 50 to 75 miles around.
If there was nothing to slow you down or stop you, cause delays.
Perhaps it is wise to.
Try and kill you.
Yeah, that's what I mean by delay you.
Delay you from continuing life.
Okay.
All right. Well, with that in mind, then I would like 2 more things. I would like 2 more people to roll a d20 for me, please.
I'll do one.
17.
Come on. Fuck. 9.
Okay. We will then pick up next time somewhere down this journey. Depending on what we do next, we may pick up once you have already reached the city. We may pick up along the way. We may even pick up beyond that. But thank you everybody out there who was watching and everybody on YouTube who gets to watch my editor's amazing edits of these. Give her thanks in the comments and definitely smash the likes. Anybody want to say anything before we sign off?
No, I'm good actually. It's exciting. Next time.
Awesome.
Rotten hell, random guard number 3.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much.
Revenge of pushing guards off cliffs.
Yeah.